Yeah. What's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Real Talk, where, as always, shit's real. We talk about it. Yo, I'm your host for tonight, Pat Scorpio, New England representative. And as always, I got my man with me. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Yo, what it do? Jesus Shuttleworth the God, aka the GOAT artist, aka LB, lot of up boss. You know what it is. Ring Game Radio, El Capitan. Let's get it. Monday night boxing talk, recap, previews, all that good shit. We had a tremendous boxing weekend, and we about to get into it with that real shit that you know y'all niggas love and like and all that good shit. So let's get it. Let's go, motherfucker. Let's get it. Ring Game.
Yes, sir.
Gang.
Yep, Ring Gang in the house forever and always. And as always, I got my other man with me. I'm going to let him introduce himself.
Hey, yo, what's good? You know who this is? Your boy King P, Bodega Boxing in the building. Ring Game Radio all day. Monday night boxing. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. Man, before we start dissecting shit, nigga, like, does anyone need to be banned from the bodega besides the one obvious person?
I mean, yo, get all the old niggas out of here. All these old niggas, all these old broken down niggas, get out of here. I'm tired of y'all. Y'all fucking up the spot.
Yeah.
Get the fuck
Hold
out.
on, who is this a shot at?
To the festivities of this weekend. All the old ass broken down niggas that can't scrap no more. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, and Stephen Fulton too. He's not old, but you know, bro Clay's been eating too fucking.
Oh no, that's the loony niggas. Loony niggas are always banned. He got to go somewhere.
You know what I'm saying? We'll definitely get
more. Ain't he more like the nigga who he requests the Aki sandwich, but he want like all the weird substitutions? Don't those niggas be annoying?
Yeah.
Like, is egg, cheese, bacon. This nigga want turkey bacon or some bullshit.
Nigga, there's nothing wrong with turkey bacon. I'm gonna need you to stop that shit, nigga. I'm gonna need you to stop that bullshit, nigga. There's nothing wrong with turkey bacon.
Nah. Turkey bacon's cool. I fuck with turkey bacon, but turkey bacon is like, you're only gonna eat it if somebody says, "Hey man, you know there's no bacon here, right?" Oh, word? Well, we got turkey bacon.
Most Aki spots do have turkey bacon because you know them niggas.
Yeah.
They be
like chicken. I meant like some weird shit. Like turkey bacon's cool. I've had sandwiches with turkey. I meant like some weird. I don't know what turkey bacon. This was the first thing that came on my mouth. But you know some truly weird shit. What I'm talking about, not because sandwiches with like bagel sandwiches with the turkey bacon do be busting.
Yeah, like niggas be putting Cheetos and shit in their breakfast sandwich, which I've seen before.
Yeah, okay, yeah, Dad. Okay, thank you. Like, you niggas out here with you trying to make a sweetie Aki sandwich, so you can get the fuck on.
Yeah.
If you need them pickled pig feet in your Aki sandwich, or in your in your New York strip, your sandwich, I guess you can get the fuck off.
Yo, facts too, man. But yeah, this weekend, I think it kind of made click. I think Luke kind of summed it up too. That says boxing is definitely moving on, and he summed it up so well. Just like because it seems like really crystal clear this year that the established stars, draws, whoever you want to call them, they're starting to fade to black. Like they're either done or they're about to be done. Like, I guess it's more noticeable now because the up and coming stars, none of them are really haven't broke through completely to like the grade to kind of replace the star power. Like some are close, but then you have
want on the zone, nigga. Like let these niggas get the damn Netflix opportunity. Like, we seen what the Netflix did to damn Serrano and Taylor. Like, that literally just immortalized them. Whereas, like, imagine if you would have gave that the Boots and Xander Zayas. Mm-hmm. Or Nakatani in Inoue.
Yeah, but like I said,
not some two old niggas or some fucking goddamn influencer motherfucker.
But like I said, Netflix is gimmicks. Like, that's what they do. Like, they don't, like, I mean, the most hardcore thing.
They're gimmicks, right? But they're also like, I feel like misinformed but gimmick too, because they'll put some boxing on there for whatever the fuck reason. You know, remember they had the Fury fights on there, Conor Ben, they had Canelo Crawford, like.
Well, I mean, the Fury
shit. They're picky, gimmicky. Like I get it, but it's like they want to be a serious gimmicky. I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. It's not as just cut and dry like you're trying to make it.
I mean, some of it is. I mean, there's Fury's like for whatever reason is a fucking star on Netflix. So Netflix kind of is like, yeah, he's established. His shows get like crazy ratings, and I've seen them. I've seen the episode, the season, so I know that's why he's specifically why he gets this. Why he gets that? Now, why Conor Ben gets a spot on this is beyond me. But but it's.
I feel like he's living off the hype of the first damn Eubank fight, where they sold out and made a mega event that was memorable, and they had a fight of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Like I feel like that's everything that he's gotten in his career has come off of that moment, and he lost that fight.
Basically, yeah, exactly. So
that's what it feels like. But still, like, and then they had Canelo Crawford. Like, they're gimmicky, but it's like if you're gonna damn pick gimmicks and then switch to like, okay, a serious fight, like just start picking better. Like the stars are right there. It's just they need that type of platform where it just transcends. Like that's why the whole TNT thing was a good look.
They need boxing people. They need someone that understands boxing over there. That's because, like I said, they haven't, like I said before, even Turkey came out batting with some good fucking events before he kind of dipped. Netflix is like none. Like they're just jointed at best. And then,
but they've had like it's like you got to look at the individual about success.
Exactly, like
so that's what it comes down to because they've had solid boxing on there. It just mixed in with a lot of other bullshit.
Yeah, like the good fights being put on previews, or that's the biggest issue.
Are sandwiched in as the opener, and hardly nobody's in the arena yet.
Like the fights are either the good fights are on previews, like some fights are scattered, or the previews is better than the main event, which is the women's card, which was crazy.
Or the co-main is better than the main event. Like it's just random, different like struggles that should be happening.
Yeah, and they've had more than enough events to actually to fine tune that shit. But that I guess that's their burden to bear. Like it's just like I say, it's a new day. We have this, and then you have TNT. And we'll get more into the TNT card that's coming up this weekend.
But that's honestly, I say that just to say, and not to just go off on something else. Just you need all of those, like you need everything to hit on all cylinders. Like
of course,
you gotta have the right platform. You gotta have the right outside the ring team, where your name is always buzzing. You gotta take the right fights. You almost kind of gotta be like Devin Haney, but then fight like Benavidez when you get in the ring.
Exactly. But it's very hard too to find that combination isn't really there in a lot of upcoming because
it's not in this generation, but we had that all the time years ago though.
Yeah, and
guys who they wanted to smoke. They were engaging outside the ring, popular, get in the ring, they give you their all, action-packed fights. The niggas who like that now are the commentators. Because that was Bradley's career, basically.
Yeah, that was Porter's career, basically.
So think about that. Like, so it's like, come on, like, you don't even have that energy in the game like that no more.
Yeah, no, it's a different template. It's more about self-preservation, and which is I can't shit on it, but at the same time, boxers know what they signed up for. Like you gotta
and that's why I don't feel sorry for them when things don't go their way.
Yeah, such as like I said, because I know now. I mean, obviously the biggest fight this weekend. That one of them is now a precautionary tale now of what not to really do outside of the ring.
Here we go.
Of course,
Broken Combat.
Yeah, that was actually
I seen that title, nigga. Good God, but it was hilarious. I did laugh. I did have a laugh. Yes, I did.
Yeah,
you're a fool for that, nigga.
Yeah, that shit came. Like, I was like, what the fuck was this guy titled this shit? And I don't know why that shit came to me. Broken Combat.
And he had it spelled it with a K as well. This motherfucker.
Yeah, that was pure inspiration.
Like, you was on one because even the Joshua title was the "Please don't get KO'd." Please don't get KO'd.
And what happened? We'll get into that too. What happened?
I mean, nigga, you was I ain't gonna lie, you was powering up or something, like the whole power meter that be on the eye and shit in Dragon Ball Z would have like blew up already. Like you was going there with these niggas. But yeah, keep going.
Yeah, but yeah, Broken Combat with Errol Spence Jr. and Tim Tszyu. You know, we talked about it before, the preview. And I think everyone was pretty much, really wanting Spence, come back after 3 years to, come back and do work against Tim Tszyu, who, again, who's not completely faded, but you could tell that 154 wore his ass down, and he's starting to slow down himself a little bit, but not to the point where journeymen are kicking his ass. Like he's kicking the journeyman's ass, but he's not what he used to be fire wise. So everyone's like, everyone's obviously excited about this, and then there's the fuckery going on. First, Jamal, can't go into Australia because of his criminal charges, so the visa got denied. Then Fulton, although stayed out of trouble, goes to Australia, goes 20 hours only to blow weight by 6 pounds. Which originally, if they didn't move, if he didn't ask for it to move
9 pounds,
9 pounds. Because he was 133. He weighed at 139 and a half.
The fight was supposed to start at 130.
Yeah,
it was supposed to be at 130. Then changed to 133 because he couldn't make weight, and then blew that weight and made it 130. So it's really 9 pounds.
Yeah, it's really 9 pounds. Yeah, that's what to say. Like and dude pretty much went to Australia for nothing. So and all I gotta say, because I know LB wanted me to post a certain video on there, and I'm like. Now, people already let him have it, and I'm just like, Fulton already felt some sort of way about the Foster shit that we posted, and I tagged him in that shit. So it's like, yeah, he responded. He wasn't feeling that shit at all. So it was just like, if I posted this other shit, it would have caught pot on, and Fulton would have probably blocked us. So that's why I was like, I told him we have to kind of go not do that though. But yeah, Fulton, I don't know what you think you're doing, but your career is you can't blow weight like you've been doing because you're costing promotion a lot of money. You're costing yourself a lot of money.
Listen, at the end of the day, it's clear the guy doesn't give a fuck anymore. He don't care about boxing. So why am I going to care about him when he don't even care about himself? So fuck out of here.
Yeah, and ironically too, because a couple of days ago, it was 3 years to the day where Fulton's career kind of took a dip, when he got knocked out by Monster early morning, and
the payday though. We have to, a lot of the placements were all, I know it's a dip in his career, but it's the biggest high in terms of payday he ever has gotten and will ever get, obviously.
Oh yeah. He got hell of a payday too, and then in between that and then the rumored family issues. I think he's mentally. I think he's cooked. Physically, he's not cooked. Mentally, he's very cooked. So yeah, bro. No one's gonna put you on these cards because now you're a liability now. So it's you're better off just getting your mind right. You don't go on Twitter apologizing you went to Australia thinking you're gonna cut 6 pounds. Who does that? Come on, bro. And have that amount of time. Nah. No, you was eating too many of them Philly cheesesteaks or something. Bro, you gotta. Yeah, that was so disappointed because him going off guard. Liam Wilson obviously they had no replacement for him. So we got the Australian card, and of course I know Pilot and LB used to watch some of them Australian DAZN cards, and I saw some of them before. They're very tedious to watch. They're extremely tedious to watch.
It was a good opener. The opener was good. With the Akuso guy, the 130, because I've watched that guy prospect with Samoan dude for a while. So it was it was a good fight. He got a good little test.
Yeah, I mean it was decent though, but it was just like when you're kind of expecting, like, you know, because obviously it's Australia, so you have to kind of cater to American audiences. We're expecting a Fulton and you know Jamal Charlo in there, and you're getting a whole bunch of Australian fighters. You know, it kind of, and then you don't put it and you don't take it off the pay-per-view. You know, you get a lot of, you know.
Hold on, wait. This shit was still pay-per-view?
Hell yeah. Yeah, no, yeah.
Man, they wildin'.
Yeah, no.
Damn, so you mean to tell me Zuffa Boxing literally had the best overall card of the weekend? They literally saved the boxing weekend?
Pretty much.
That's crazy. Like,
the Australian pay-per-view, like
you really got to put a point on the board for Dana White and them boys.
I mean, yeah, that still being pay-per-view, like I like honestly, if I'm curious to see what those numbers are going to be like. But yeah, them Australian fighters, like, I mean, in the end, it was, you know, the opener and the second fight, they were decent watches and shit like that. But
I mean, I enjoyed the fight with Fleming.
Yeah,
and the fight before that with the hillbilly entourage with the Jits, and I ain't gonna lie, man, real shit. Like, this was the most backwater ass looking card I've seen in my life. Like, I don't know how there was so many hillbilly children, little rascal ass entourages. I've never seen this many kids like be involved in like boxing matches and ring walks, and it felt like it was Peter Pan show or some shit. Like, just, I don't know. It was just all some different shit. Kids got their shirt off. I mean, one nigga didn't have no shoes. He's walking barefoot to the ring. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like,
yeah, no.
I mean, like, what's the name in Simpsons? Like, what about the children? Like, what are we doing? Like, nah, y'all get this old Outback Steakhouse blooming onion ass card the fuck out of here. Like, yo, real talk. The real story this is, and I had a tweet about it, yo. The disdain the American boxing has with passing of the torch fights. Like, nobody wants to help make the next star in America. Nobody ever wants to pass the buck over here for the next generation. Niggas always lob it to some motherfucker overseas.
Yeah.
Never could understand that. Like, with Spence and like, y'all could have just fought Virgil Ortiz in Texas, had a big event. Charlo could have been on the undercard. Fulton, whoever the fuck else y'all wanted, and just had a great night of boxing. And y'all went overseas. Like, I mean, I hope the money was good. Like, really.
I mean, this is the problem though, because Ortiz, for all of his career faults, is a dangerous fighter. Tszyu is considered not a dangerous fighter, at least not in that, because because I mean, even on the preview, like, you know.
I mean, so are we Mr. No tune-ups? Or are we tune-ups?
Well, they wanted to.
Because if he just wanted to win, he could have damn called up Tony Harrison.
Yeah, who was equally as shot as Spence. You know, it's like,
this is true.
Yeah,
and Tszyu is shot as fuck. So what was the whole point of this fight? If you're gonna lose in spectacular fashion in your hometown, sell out an arena, and making a boxing event everyone cares about.
But I think that was like, he had to win this fight first to do that, because there wasn't enough clamor at this point after 3 years off. Bud destroyed him. Going to, is he going to be that much of a draw in Texas now? You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
dude, that's all the shit they kept having Virgil Ortiz and them niggas believe. But and he already put it out with no tune-ups and shit. Remember how it was originally him and Fundora? God forbid that fight didn't happen.
Thankfully, yeah, that would have been murder.
If niggas thought Thurman took a beating, man, Spence would have took twice that.
Yeah, Spence would have been carried out of the ring probably, or he would have probably collapsed from
facts.
Yeah, that shit would have been ugly.
That shit would have looked like a masterpiece sneaker on fire, nigga. Like, God
But
damn.
here's my thing. I think Spence and Ortiz, they respect each other. Like they came up or whatever. They respect. Spence does not respect Tim Tszyu, and that was clear from like jump. Like he shaded Tim and everything like that. Because he said Tim was talking shit, and they were going back and forth. And Tim was like, "I'm gonna take your retina." All this other shit. They didn't like each other. So Spence, in his mind was like,
they fought like they was best friends.
I see. If anything, it's like I've heard there's two things. Like I mean, my point of view of Tim is I think Tim is also a little bit on the back nine, just not as bad as Spence. And then some people are saying like Tim took it easy. Tim saw how Spence.
I heard the carrying. I heard the carrying,
like the carrying part.
I don't
Get the fuck out of here!
I don't know if that was cope or not. Either way, but I heard that carrying should.
That was. Yeah, he wasn't carrying.
Tszyu was looking too bad in the first half of that fight. He literally lost the first 3 rounds, and he was buzzed like twice. Like, man, you ain't trying to carry nobody like that, bro. Like, you get it. That's happening to you. I mean, Spence was hitting him too much. Like, I don't know. Like, I just wouldn't call that a carry job. Like, Spence being, I'm sorry, just Tszyu being just washed.
Yeah, no, I mean, carrying job is what Jonathan Banks did to fucking Seth Mitchell in the second fight. That's a fucking carry job. That's like the ultimate carry job. Like that nigga.
You said like, Jonathan Banks and Seth Mitchell?
Yeah, the second
fight, right?
Yeah, that's a carry job.
Yeah, okay, I fucking agree with that. Now, nigga, that's a carry job right there.
Yeah, because Jonathan
you want to see a carry job, look up that fight.
Yeah, because Banks was every time he hit him with a shot and Mitchell was wobbling, and that nigga was damn near picking.
Then he talking about he broke both his hands. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
I've never seen no shit like nigga. Like, stop.
Yeah, no, yeah, that shit was crazy. But no, this wasn't crazy. I think Tim was just a little bit too. And like I said, Tim, unfortunately, like I said, this era of 154, like. If you like 154 cooks you, like you have too many hard fights in that division, it cooks you. Like
that's why skills are important. That's why defense is important. If your defense is trash at 154, or if it's just average at best, you will not last long. Like, look how long like Trout was getting hands put on him, and this is a guy with defense, with good defense.
Yeah,
and even he couldn't. He lasted as long as he could.
Yeah, like I mean, Hurd, like we Hurd. Three.
Hurd ain't even as last as long as Trout. If you be honest.
Yeah, Tony Harrison again. Like that's what didn't last as long. Like it's like 154. If you're not careful, 154 will just cook you, and that's why in Tszyu, like I say, has already had some hard fights at that weight. Had some really serious hard fights. So it's like, but then like I said, he wasn't as cooked as Spence, and like the right hand, and it was sad too because like literally Tim Tszyu was pushing a right hand, and then every time Spence got hit with them shits, that motherfucker was like a fucking puppet on a string. Like he was hopping and doing all this shit. Like nigga was doing some crackheaded breakdancing. Like come on, like. Yeah, and it was clear. It was from the first round on. Like he was like he had these exaggerated. Like he wasn't taking them shots. He wasn't taking them too well though. And if Tim had the combination punching that he had from even a couple years ago, Spence should have been taken up out of there. Like he should have been. That's where I was. Like.
But Spence was so bad. I feel like Tszyu should have been able to one shot this man.
And it's bad because fucking. Spence drew like over 700 punches. How the fuck you throw 700 punches and not hurt your opponent once? Like that was
they were arm punches, like because the way he was.
No, the first 3-4 rounds, Spence still had some snap on his shots because he did buzz Tszyu with I think it was a straight left the first or second round. Like he legit like you saw Tszyu lower his center of gravity. He legit hurt Tszyu. But I felt like once Spence stopped jabbing, all his power left with his jab too. Like he just wasn't useful anymore.
And of course, it didn't help that he was lifting his back leg up So it was like he wasn't generating no type of lower body power to even like. So it's like
he kept falling over the front foot, just off balance, like he looked horrible. I don't know how anybody could have watched him. Like now, I'm believing like niggas ain't even let him spar in camp because if you're looking like this in sparring, if you have any type of trainer or people in your corner, they're not gonna really let you go fight, especially if they know you don't need the money.
Yo, that brings up too, because I remember Brian Mendoza was sparring him, and he was saying like he looked better, and I'm like, nigga, Brian Mendoza's just cooked as he is. What the fuck is he talking? And that's why I didn't believe that shit for a minute.
The cook critiquing on the cook.
Yeah, exactly. Because Mendoza just looked horrible too, because 154 cooked him too. So it's like, come on, like what is he talking about?
Like you can't have a cook nigga damn evaluating another nigga that's cooked.
Like them niggas were probably hitting each other and glitching all over the place, and that's why they was like, hold on, what the fuck? It's a fucked up scenario.
Bro, like these niggas is like they both crawfish in the same fucking damn pot of gumbo, talking about you're not really that cooked, like I mean, you see that sausage over there? That's simmering. That's cooking, nigga. You not that motherfucker. Both y'all cook, nigga. Like, fuck is we doing?
Yeah, my guess is Ronnie Shields definitely kept Spence away. He didn't get no heavy hitters in there to really rock him. Like he's like, you gotta have some mileage on you.
It's not necessarily even heavy hitters. I feel like even inexperienced people have a chance of rocking you when you're that worn, you're that weathered.
Yeah,
because they hit you with the shit that you don't see coming, the damn chopping overhands or the bullshit uppercut smash looking ass punches and shit.
Yeah. You know, but the only thing I was amazed is like Tim hit Spence flush, and I was waiting for Spence to go down at least once, and he didn't go down. So I'm thinking to myself, it's just like, I think I mean maybe I don't know if 160 the weight had anything to do with it or whatever, but I was thinking to myself,
that could be it too.
Yeah, because I'm thinking to myself, like, Tim was hitting him with some shots that I would have expected Spence to go down at least at one point. But I'm thinking, go back to the Crawford fight. Crawford was lacing him with combinations, repeated combinations and counters. And Tim wasn't doing that very often. He was just one-shotting him or a couple or body shots.
That's what we mean by putting punches together. When you put punches together, it doesn't allow your meter, like your health meter, to recover like that. But when you just pot shotting and hitting a nigga with one good shot every 30 seconds, their meter is resetting back. Like, you know what I mean? It's not the same effect. So somebody like Crawford, who always had steady offense in his career, is going to just put more ass whooping on you than a guy like Tszyu.
Yeah.
Especially a washed version of Tszyu.
Now, I'm saying, Tim, let's say Tim before Murdalev he did put punches together. He put them good, but it was just like.
But if that's the case, you may as well have fought Virgil Ortiz then.
Oh, and I just wish that fight was able to, because that was a fight that would have been a war. I wish that fight could have. Now, of course, you can't really sell it anymore because Tszyu is like half cooked. Like he's but
half cooked shit, nigga. Maybe 3/4 cooked.
I mean, for Tim, at least going, because I know people were kind of like saying that the scores were kind of wide.
They were.
I'm not just I thought it was like a 160, 112 type of fight, but Tszyu clearly won. It wasn't close.
But 116, 112 is a whole different fight from 118, 110 type shit.
I mean, this is Australia, bro. So I'm guessing,
and that's what I'm saying. Like how much, how much money did this nigga get for this fight? Because I feel like this is one of those selling your soul moments. Because what was it for? You weren't really coming back to really seriously campaign and box. You took a dangerous, faded guy. Like, in another country. Like, I just don't.
So
I just don't get the whole purpose of this fight.
So here's my. I think Spence. I think got maybe around $5 or $6 million for this fight, allegedly. But I think too. I think the reason why he took the fight too was, he probably didn't want the Crawford fight to be people's lasting impression of him in the ring, and I also don't think.
Damn, is this any better?
But I also don't because Spence was being from pillar to post from Crawford. That I think that was the problem, and that was in America. So I think it was. I think conscious wise he didn't want it, and I think he's financially secure. And truthfully, I don't think he wanted the fight, but I think something got him. But I think it's just either he wanted to kind of go out on his terms instead of the terms of people saying, "God damn, I can't believe that happened to you, Spence." That type of shit. I think. But then, like I said, he needed the time off because, he had eye issues. He had a whole bunch of issues. But like I said before, like when people were saying like 3 years off is good, I'm like, not for neurological issues. He'll function better, but it's like them shits are not going to go away. Like the speech. The stairs, it's not going to go away. That's what boxers do when you get taxed. You don't do all that shit. They're not the same anymore. But I just think it was a combination of things that got Spence back in the ring. And like I said, he didn't respect Tszyu, so he was like, it's like he probably put a mental thing as like, if I can't beat a Tszyu, then it's definitely the end, because he retired on the spot after that fight. If he beat Tszyu, then we probably do get a Virgil Ortiz fight, and then. Virgil Ortiz retires him, passing.
And the way, look, man, I'm gonna be honest. Like, it has to be said, man.
What's up, bro?
Spence camp gotta be like the most like dishonest camp in boxing. Like, I'ma just be real, man.
Speak on it, bro. Talk about it.
Who's ever in Spence camp? Like, y'all the most like. Self-serving, dishonest ass niggas alive. Like really? Like, do y'all really think y'all had a chance the way Spence was looking? Honestly,
it does seem like Spence has a lot of apple polishers in his fucking camp. Like niggas that be telling this nigga
like
that
y'all really, because I just look at it like if this was the whole approach, y'all could have just had fought Boots in Philly or LA or whatever, or Ortiz or whoever, and made a bunch of money over here with a pay-per-view, with a stacked pay-per-view, with a stacked promotion, with the whole press tour, final press tour, whatever, and just did it up big, like y'all could have really did a real true send-off for Spence, win or lose. But just to get this shit is just kind of like weird.
I see both sides of it, because I did try to argue your point earlier about it kind of being a situation where he has to get past him for a big fight. But the buzz this week was pretty big. You could tell Spence was a face of boxing at one time,
Right.
one time ago, because the buzz was the buzz was more than usual. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, boxing Twitter was on it. Like it was buzzing.
Spence always been a fan favorite. That's what just makes this move. Like, and into for y'all niggas telling me he just made 5 or 6 mil. I was expecting to hear like 10 or 12 mil. like if we come on, bro. Like, I'm thinking, you got like 10 mil off of this. Like 5 mil for this. Like y'all dishonest as fuck if y'all up here send this man to fight somebody and he's stumbling over himself. His stance is wider than it's ever been in life.
Yeah, like his footwork.
You breathe on this nigga, you blow on this nigga, and he fucking stumbling up and glitching and shit. If you're having gym wars with fucking Brian Mendoza, like ain't with headgear on and 16 and 18 and 20 ounce gloves, pack this whole camp up. You lying motherfuckers. Like, you dishonest ass niggas. And y'all do this shit on pay-per-view, try to take niggas hard-earned money.
Yeah.
Like, You did this shit for the damn Crawford fight. Y'all niggas is drinking, partying, not sparring, none of this shit. It don't look like y'all sparred this. Y'all probably sparred 3 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
The first start of camp, y'all sparred. Somebody tapped this nigga chin a little too hard. He did the little stumbling man dance he did. And then niggas was like, yo, chill, no more sparring.
Yeah,
no more sparring.
I bet you anything, them 3 rounds was like throwing the Miller to them niggas, yo. I swear, like.
Facts. Like, so I'm just saying, like, man, I'm kind of done with the damn, like, y'all niggas needed to retire because y'all lost all, like, good faith in y'all camp and corner. Like, I'ma just think y'all some dishonest niggas. Don't matter who the head of that shit. Ronnie Shields, damn Clarissa Shields, fucking He-Man Shields. Like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like
Captain
Conan
America
Shields, nigga.
Yeah, like,
Navy Seals, nigga. It's just gonna seem like y'all not gonna tell the truth with not only the fans and media, but y'all not gonna tell the truth to yourselves. Like, man, maybe like it was best y'all didn't fight Pacquiao.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Pacquiao was
like honestly, like bro, like and I know that was an older Pacquiao, but this is an older Pacquiao still throwing 600 some punches.
And it can still hurt you. I mean, Pacquiao was able to drop Keith Thurman, who's actually a pretty steady guy. So it was like,
hey, nigga, Spence ain't want to fight.
Yeah, like I mean, Pacquiao had Thurman on the run. Like Thurman was thoroughly affected by Pacquiao's punches, and I expect Spence would have probably been too. Like the retina saved him from the ass whooping.
I think he would have been. You talking about when Ugas took his place?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
I think Spence would have won that fight, though. I think Spence would have. I mean, it's easy to say that now.
Look how he looked against Bud, and then how he looked against Tszyu.
I mean, he looked good enough against Ugas and Danny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so. I mean, well, I'm not.
Those were 2 years apart. Like you're like this is the thing too. People gotta understand. Like all these Spence performances are like literally a year apart almost. So he's still fading, even though he's giving it 100%, but his meter is no longer 100%. It's 90.
He did regress over the years.
Yeah, like it was regressing.
Every fight looked kind of worse. Every fight did look a little worse.
And let's just be honest, like Thurman's better than Ugas and fucking Danny Garcia,
which is also true.
So it's not like he fought him for us to be like, okay, like, yeah, you can handle a Crawford. Nah, he didn't. He didn't fight no Boots either. And he didn't fight no Stanionis either.
Yeah. Like those
were the type of niggas and he get credit for Danny Garcia and Spence. And Ugas. Those were still quality good wins, but like when it comes to like danger and threat level, it ain't the same. Danny surprised us by throwing 700 punches. Like you beat up the best effort Danny ever gave us. Like, but still, man, facts is facts. Like,
yeah, and like I said, but I mean, I know people thought like even a faded Spence could beat Tszyu, and it's the same thing. Like, obviously, because I mean, there are situations where like I say, I mean, hell, even Tszyu and Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison is a 10 times the boxer that Tszyu is, but Tszyu lit his ass up like a Christmas tree in the end. Like, it's that type of shit. And I know people will think.
Weren't y'all niggas picking damn Tony Harrison for that?
Did I? I don't remember what I picked.
Somebody picked that motherfucker. I know I wasn't the only nigga picking Tszyu.
I mean, if I picked Tony, it might have been like. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, Tony was. I mean, we didn't know how cooked Tony was, but it was just like if I picked Tony, then that was probably like oof, a swing and a miss on that one. Because, like I said, but it happens. Like, because I mean, but that's why I say like sometimes you have to kind of look just the skills. Like sometimes it's gonna be shot. I mean, although sometimes that can bite you in the ass too. I know it bit me in the ass years ago with fucking Wama and Ponce. Good Lord, was I pissed about that one. That was not supposed to happen. So there are examples of shot people actually.
Hold on, wait. Juan Ponce de Leon And I'm like, no, wait, Daniel Ponce de Leon
Yeah, and Wama
versus Wanma. Who
Yeah.
won that?
Wama won both of them. The first one was in their primes. Wama ended that shit in a round. The second one, Wama ended that shit in 2, and I was not happy about that one. And this was after the Salido fights.
Dude, I had literally watched so much boxing in my life that I forgot that fight happened. You had to literally just remind me that fight happened, because like for some reason I just don't put those two names together. So yeah, thank you. Like I've officially crossed over to where I'm like, I'm so old. I've seen too much boxing. I'm forgetting fights.
Yeah, that one was just because that's what it reminded me of. Because it's like I know people's like, oh yeah, shot people can you can do it, but it's like that. I remember that fight. I was just like, yeah, that was like to me like the ultimate example. I'm like, fuck, and I was pissed because I wanted to get bodied by Ponce, and Ponce, fucking walks into
Ponce got the power in the unorthodox punching angles to do it.
But Walmart has them sweeping right hooks, and that's what got him out of there. And I remember I was pissed about that fight. But yeah,
bills pay the bills, bro.
They do. But yeah, no, that's an example of, I guess, a shot fighter, getting one of them pull a rabbit out the hat type of shits. But yeah, this was
Chris Quillen. I mean Peter Quillen.
Oh yeah.
Like.
But yeah, no, yeah, but Spence though, like, yeah, it was just sad just watching. Like, it was just like he was trying. You could tell that he was trying. Oh well, he didn't try in the last round. He gave up in the last round. Like, bro didn't. He didn't do.
He was trying in the 11th. Like,
yeah, like,
but
yeah, he gave.
Say what you want. We've seen guys look worse than Spence. It's just, it's like I just feel like it was just a pointless fight.
That's what it ended up to because like now, I mean, I know some people thought it was a good fight. I mean, it was a decent fight. I'm not gonna say it wasn't. It
was a decent fight, but it wasn't like if this fight never happens, no one's gonna be like, damn, I can't believe we never got to see Hamed and Kevin Kelly. Like, no,
right, exactly.
You didn't miss no all-time great slugfest or no boxing clinic for the ages.
Yeah, all it did was it just made people kind of realize that a certain era of boxing is starting to fade to black. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it was just mostly sad. Like, you can't even really celebrate it. Like, Tszyu himself couldn't even celebrate it. Like, he tried, but you could tell his heart wasn't in that shit. So it's just like, he
knew what this was. He didn't look great. He didn't look good in like a side attraction fight.
Yeah, no, it was a fight. I wouldn't say it came and went because it's still being talked about, and because the fight about that kind of dubbed into other conversation, which I want to harp on a little bit. Because now that Spence is retired, now the big thing on boxing Twitter right now is Spence a Hall of Famer. So yesterday I was busy replying back to certain things. And again, some people came after me again after that. Some old bullshit. And the one reply that keeps pissing me off too is like, well, if Gotti and Tim Bradley are in the Hall of Fame, then Spence should get in. I'm not going to argue about Arturo Gotti. I don't think Arturo Gotti should have been in the Hall of Fame either. Like, and we all know why Gotti got in.
He definitely had more entertaining fights than Spence. Fuck that. Yeah. I'll say that.
Yeah, that's.
Gotti has an entertaining fighter.
But you can't say Gotti and Tim Bradley like they're the same though. Like, you know Gotti and Tim Bradley like wait, whoa. Nigga, Gotti and Tim Bradley, stop. Nigga, chill.
I mean, Vinny Pazienza would be the new Gotti in terms of the, just because who'd Pazienza be? An old Duran? I mean, I know he had the story with the whole his fucking car crash and his neck was all fucked, and he made that comeback.
He's just most known for taking 5 uppercuts from Roy Jones.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
He even said himself, like, what the hell was he doing in that fight?
But that's the thing. But it's like when people say Bradley, it's either they're excited. I know Spence fans do not like Tim Bradley for whatever fucking reason. That's what I learned. Because
and Porter too. They hate Porter. And I can't lie though. I don't mention because Sean Porter is already on the Boxing Hall of Fame, the IBHOF, whatever you call it.
But they don't mention. But Tim's not. I mean, no, excuse me. Porter's not mentioned in the aspect. It's the Tim Bradley one because I'm thinking myself like,
yeah, true.
I'm not a Tim Bradley fan. Like I didn't like watching the fight, but Tim's resume shits on Errol Spence.
Oh yeah, he's a great 140 pounder. Yeah, he's a great 140 one, especially.
And he was a serviceable welterweight.
Two division champ. I mean, two division champ. Yeah, I get it. I get what Bradley's in. He was in one of the best fights. But I think a lot of the boxing fans didn't really watch Bradley.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, I said this every time someone mentioned Bradley being in the whole is in the Hall of Fame, then I was like, you didn't watch no Tim Bradley.
You weren't watching it back then. You weren't watching.
Yeah, you weren't watching it because one of them was like, why? Because he beat Devin Alexander and Kendall Holt. I'm like, those are fucking dangerous people. Like, then one of them was undefeated. One of them was really one of them. I was like, what do you guys?
But that's the problem with boxing. Like, there's not enough dangerous guys, and the few guys who are dangerous, they get avoided until they finally lose on an off night or some shit. Mm-hmm. So people pad their records with guys who are quality, who may be good, maybe skilled, but they're not dangerous. There's a difference between good and dangerous, and a lot of guys get a resume built off of good guys, not dangerous guys.
Yeah, and that's honestly that's spent. Devin Alexander fought fucking Urango, Matisse, Maidana, Randall Bailey. Like these niggas will kill niggas like that, and he beat them all. So it's like what do you? So it's like when you say Devin Alexander like that, that tells me you don't know what you're talking. You're just throwing out names. Like Devin Alexander is a 2-division champ. Like Kendall Holt is a 2-time world champ, and will fucking put your lights out. I was like, what are we talking? It's like when niggas tell me that, I'm like, yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. Tim Bradley is a Hall of Famer. I didn't like watching him fight, but Tim Bradley's resume speaks for itself. It's not ESPN politics that got him in there. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Like I don't know what you motherfuckers is out here. It seemed like they were all reading from the same script. Gotti Bradley. Is that all the motherfuckers you know? Like get the fuck out of here. Like, and even then, there are other fighters in there that probably should go in before Spence. Spence is not a first ballot Hall of Fame. I know people. There's some.
Should Zab be in? Because Zab's not in yet.
Zab is definitely a fucking Hall of Famer, bro.
I don't know. He's not even on the ballot yet. I haven't seen Zab on the ballot, which is kind of weird. I don't know why he hasn't qualified yet. It's kind of weird.
And then there was somebody. I think J-Bro, whoever the fuck his name is, was talking about. Well, you won't put him on there because of Al Heyman politics. I'm like, it's not because of his resume. Like come on.
I'm looking. Yeah.
But let's be honest, like a lot of the PBC generation, like if you had to just sum them up and say who had the best shots of being Hall of Fame, like it's 3 people: Jamel Charlo, Adrian Broner, Deontay Wilder.
In my mind, it's just really only Mel so far because he's the only one that's kind of like he
has the best overall winning career, but when you factor in Broner with the divisions, and he does have some good wins, but he has he has 4 division titles now. Then you factor in the popularity and everything, all of that. Same thing with Wilder. Like, goddamn well, bro, I would never argue this, but last American heavyweight champion, 10 title defenses. The whole, like, he's gonna get in. My whole thing
he was the first American boxing. I mean, the heavyweight boxing for
exactly.
Is what it is.
Just my whole thing is this: like, those 3 names are like, they have the best arguable shot where, like, if somebody said they don't deserve it, you could argue that they do deserve it. If somebody says they do deserve it, you could argue it's more back and forth. I feel like everybody after that is like more leaning into the like I'm a Thurman fan, but I feel like he was one big win away from being fucking Hall of Fame. Like he needed one more. He needed that Fundora win.
If he beat the Fundora, if he beat the Fundora, that was locked. Yeah,
that would have been it for me. If he would have beat a fucking a Josh Kelly, a Boots, a Fundora, a Virgil Ortiz, he would have been in like that. He would have got in for me.
I mean, also, I mean, I know LSC. To me, I know LSC. Once he left bantamweight, because LSC was once on the Hall of Fame track too. But once that nigga
facts.
Once he left bantamweight, it was just like, nah, bro. Like, you know, it was like bro. I mean, I know people like the Frampton wins and then the Abnomara shit, but it just seemed like dude was literally just, he wasn't fighting his threats. Like, you know, fucking Rigo was out there waiting for his ass. Like, nah, I didn't want to fight him. You know,
and he was too active to not fight. As like he should have fought more names for as how active he was. Is what I'm trying to say.
True, no, that's true. And I know, and
he had a lot of misses.
And I know people mentioned for PBC Abner Maris too. Now Abner Maris he's borderline in like.
Okay, you know what? Because I'm Abner Maris fan. Like you could add him up there with the Broner, Wilder, and Jamel Charlo tier. Like you could argue that's arguable. Like I'll give you him, but I'm sorry, Spence. Thurman, the rest of these niggas, man.
But okay, so
that's not enough, bro.
So hold on. So Broner, I know Broner's 4 division. I thought Spence, you know, would be a 2 to 3 division champ. You know, car crash, the Bud, you know, all that kind of ruined it. But so you think in terms of better wins and everything, Broner's because Broner's 4 division, the youngest or whatever 4 division.
Okay, let me ask you this:
because Spence has better.
Okay, I'm sorry. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I would say you could argue Spence has better wins than Broner. That's all.
Let me ask you. Okay, I knew you was going to get there, so let me ask you this: does Errol Spence have a better performance than Broner's performance against Antonio DeMarco?
Than DeMarco against DeMarco. Well, because DeMarco didn't lose besides up until then.
No, I'm not asking all that.
Yeah.
Does Spence have a better performance? I test. When we calculate the threat, the danger level, and the performance level, does he have a better performance than Broner has against Antonio DeMarco?
Okay,
that answers all your questions.
No, but I would say has Spence beat better fighters than DeMarco, and I would say yeah. Porter.
Why hasn't he had a better performance then?
I mean, Spence is the guy that's going to break it down with the.
Who was dangerous in Antonio DeMarco?
Who's the better fighter? Who's the better fighter? Who's on a higher trajectory all time? Sean Porter or DeMarco?
Sean Porter, of course.
And he beat Porter, you know. So I'm just saying he has, you know. So it's like.
Whoa! Slow the fuck up, nigga. You saying he beat Porter like it just he beat Porter like it was nigga. He went life and death and knockdown separated these. If I was to mention, hey, you know, Golovkin has a win over Derevyanchenko, you niggas would be like. Oh no! Wait! Hold on, LB. That nigga life and death.
Yeah, exactly.
Even though the ref fucked it up, and that should have been a TKO for Golovkin. Niggas forget about that. I ain't forget.
Neither did I.
But y'all would not let me just say fucking. Hey, you know, Triple G. Just matter of fact, we should have beat Derevyanchenko. No, you don't get to say that with Porter. So, like I said, what performance does Spence have that looks better and more impressive than Broner's performance over Antonio DeMarco?
Maybe nothing exactly, but I think he's had some performances that were solid. You know,
what's in the stratosphere, nigga? What comes close?
I wish Brook didn't bust his face right before Triple G, because I would say the Brook, the Brook performance was a good one. But
And,
yeah, I don't know.
and even then, Brooke gave him a hard fight.
Brook gave him
That's
a
what
hard
I'm
fight. Yeah, Brook
saying.
gave him a hard fight.
like Spence.
You gonna say what? You gonna say watch Lamont Peterson, who was still landing right hands on this nigga?
Mike, yeah, Mikey, you can't really count Mikey, even though I know in the comment, shout out.
You can count Mikey. Honestly, Mikey Garcia, honestly, helped Spence's resume so fucking much.
You
wouldn't believe it.
Win. Yeah.
That's his best fucking win. Come on,
Yeah, Mike, and number one, it was legitimately.
And Broner lost to him, and the fact that you didn't even pick that fight.
Yeah, like Mikey, like I said, Mikey, Spence blanked Mikey, that legitimately blanked him. So it's
but honestly, for as big and bad as Spence, y'all make out Spence to be, Spence was supposed to beat the shit out of fucking Mikey Garcia. He was supposed to body him, put him in the trunk, and that did not happen. And we know, and the crazy part is, Mikey Garcia, once you saw how he got accustomed to that weight, you saw the beating he was putting on Jesse Vargas, nigga.
Yeah. But the unfortunate thing for him is it wasn't his mental. He didn't like boxing, so you got with Sandor Martin, and Sandor Martin took advantage of that and boxed him the hell up and got him up out of there. So it was he didn't want to do, he didn't want it no more. So that's the.
I forgot Sandor Martin beat him. I totally forgot that.
You see what I'm saying? And then he ain't had to be a junior middle, a welterweight boogeyman to do it either.
Right.
who hits so hard but doesn't drop Mikey in 12 rounds. Ooh. Who backfoot boxes a smaller guy. Ooh. Boogeyman. Imagine Paul Williams doing that shit. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, like I said, so but you motherfuckers out there, I'm like I said, obviously if you want to say for the Hall of Fame, it's cool, but know who you're compared to. Don't be mentioning to niggas who actually have resumes and out for days. It's just
because Bradley's resume shits on Spence's. The thing about it, if niggas is going life and death comparing his resume to Broner, ain't no way you could compare it to fucking Bradley.
Yeah,
Broner just needed to win some of those, but the fights where he won, he looked a lot better than Spence did in the same type of quality fights. Broner beat the shit out of Khabib. That's a very underrated win because I saw live how Khabib was beating the shit out of Guzman.
Yeah, that one was that was. Oh yeah, you were there live for that one.
Yeah, dude. DMX brought this nigga to the ring, walked this nigga out. Crowd was crazy hype. Next thing you know, he's getting battered across the damn ring. The referee is intentionally missing knockdowns. They tried to cheat. They tried to cheat Khabib. They honestly did. They really tried to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But he kept at it. That's why, if you don't know some of these guys and their best wins, if you haven't seen them in action, whatever, you might look at that as who the fuck is Khabib? Whoever the fuck. But when you know. That's an underrated, that's a better win than goddamn Spence versus damn Lamont Peterson or Chris Algieri. And I'm an Algieri fan, bro. Spence ain't fucking Hall of Fame, man. He just ain't.
Yeah.
And Crawford will tell you, Crawford had a whole year of fucking downplaying the man's career. Now y'all want to say he Hall of Fame now? Because Crawford looking all sad because his best win looking worse now? The man not Hall of Fame, bro. Hall of very good, yes.
Yeah. But like I said, and I bet you too, it's the car accident, the drinking, Crawford, it destroyed the back end of his career. It's he's not the only one. He just didn't do enough for it. He's very good, but
not everybody built for that life. Look, you know what? Just real quick message, for the niggas who be trying to live two lives in this boxing game. Boxing serious. Not everybody could fucking damn snort coke, smoke a blunt, drink a bottle, and box their life away, and in decision a top quality nigga or a random nigga off the street just box their ass off.
Right.
Not everybody could do that. Some people could spend all night gambling, having fun on some Jordan shit, fucking hoes, this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
And the next day beat the shit out of some random nigga from Argentina. Like, some niggas are built like that. Some niggas could just do ill shit like that. Some niggas could just do that shit. It ain't for everybody. So you can see one nigga damn hit the bottle, hit these bitches, do what they want, live it up, and then perform out of his mind the next day. You can see him do that, but that might not be for you. So I feel like a guy like Spence, he got caught up in being in the wrong crowd. And the reason I say this because the Charlo brothers were niggas who could do all that drinking and partying and being intoxicated and at these fights and being lit. But for whatever reason, those niggas were machines and could fucking train and still be in the gym, having damn interviews, jump roping at full speed with Illy Sekback, not missing a beat. Like,
yeah,
that shit don't affect. And then when you see these niggas fight, it didn't affect their fighting performances and effort like that either. They weren't getting caught with random shit for the most outbox. Yeah, caught with random shit every now and then. That wasn't happening to them niggas. So I feel like Spence might have been around that too much and saw he could do what them niggas could do, and he really couldn't. Because some people that have you believe, like the Charlo, they're special. Like, not everybody. I know some people who can fucking down a bottle of damn Thunderbird, whatever, and then play pickup ball, fucking dunk on you in slides, cross you over, smoke a blunt.
Yeah.
And just there's nothing to them. Then some niggas, you let them niggas hit the J twice and they missing passes. They can't do a pick and roll. Me personally, I could drink, but I can't play basketball after drinking or no. Boxing, I could box my ass off a bottle or some trees, whatever. Like boxing, that's me. But I can't play no others. I know my limit though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm one of those Charlo niggas who could be out all night, partying, doing the fuck all, and be out there 6 a.m. early in the morning the next day training, getting to it. But them niggas is wired different, so you gotta know what you around. If you know you're not like that, you can't be around them Charlo niggas like that because they gonna throw you off your game because you trying to fit in with them niggas.
Right.
And I honestly feel like that kind of costs. It might not just be the Charlo specifically. I don't want to just like single them out, but it could be other people as well that just he hung around the wrong people for a good part of his career, and it really was detrimental to it. And you see that now because now he's just on some laid back. I'm gonna just be with my family, my kids, my close friends, and that's it. So that just kind of tells me it's like, bro, like if you're not self-aware, you could be caught up in the wrong crowd of people and they could alter your circumstances and just change the trajectory of your career. Now look at that. With all that said, Jermell Charlo honestly has a better career than Spence.
He does, and I said
he's more of a legit Hall of Famer than Spence. And both these niggas was drinking their ass off. And you see how it's something to think about, man. Just something to think about.
But yeah, no, that's actually that's a good little summation though. That's some good shit though. But yeah, like I said, all you just hope is that Spence hopefully has a healthy retirement. Like hopefully whatever the stuff that is damaged, it doesn't really get any worse. It's just it's controlled and everything. But yeah, just stay home, do your farming or whatever. watch out for your kids. Make sure your kids are good. Leave this boxing shit alone, bro. Because I guess you got your moral victory. You went 12 rounds. You weren't getting knocked around like that. So
This feels like Jermaine Taylor versus what's his name?
Sam Solomon.
Nah, the other dude who Plant went life and death with.
Oh, Caleb Truex.
Truex, yes, thank you. You know,
what's Caleb?
This
Truex?
feels like this has that Jermaine Taylor, Caleb Truex.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Vibe where a nigga just glad he was able to survive being hurt or dropped. Like it was a whole moral victory behind it. Like
yeah.
But the difference is Jermaine Taylor won, motherfucker.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing with this one is, like I said before, and we talked about it in the preview too. Spence losing means pretty much, losing how he did his draw is done. Like you can't put him in really any fights, even if he wanted to continue. Like
that's why it's best he retired. Like that was it. Like sometimes the game. It worked. The game. It can be good to you. It can be great. It could be bad. It could be tragic. Depending on how you approach it, it kind of alters shit, man. Like, because even then, Spence was more famous than Charlos, than Jermell.
Yes,
but he's not a greater fighter, and I don't think he's a Hall of Famer like Mel is. But he was way more popular and likable. So shit even out. And Spence, he reached stardom a lot quicker than Charlo. Charlo, you niggas had to fight damn near two eras of junior middleweights.
And they still didn't pop off like that, which is the bad thing, which is crazy. Like
you feel me, right?
Yeah, like I mean, even at BP, like their pay-per-view flopped, and there was a damn good pay-per-view on top of that too. So it's just like, it was stacked, and then PBC never stacked their pay-per-views like that again because the niggas didn't sell, which was a damn shame. I bought that shit too. That shit was entertaining as fuck.
It was like, but that's how the game is. So it always evens out. Like one of the best ways to look at it is like with Brody and Poot. Like Brody, Brody was sold into the game so much that it took everything happening for him till the very end where he finally got disenfranchised with it. The season 4. But before that, he was always sold into the game. Gung-ho, perfect soldier you want, never take points off the package, all that shit. Where a nigga like Poot, that's his man, side by side. He sold into the game too, But his luck was always fucking different. Brody was always lucky where Poot wasn't always lucky. Like Poot wasn't lucky. He may be fortunate sometimes. Remember, he gets locked up. His luck is him surviving that goddamn drive-by. Like fucking Brody, he could escape lockup. He fucking doesn't get knocked. He's able to survive certain situations. Poot always getting the brunt of shit. So Poot is able to look at the game for what it is. So he's not sold in it as much, man. Brody don't have no excuse because he's always been lucky. So if the shit's working for you, you're gonna keep going. So that shit really changed how shit is. So it's just crazy how two careers that are like right next to each other could just go 2 different trajectories.
Yeah, no, that's real true. Like that's a really good summation of Spence's and other PBC stars' careers, man. But yeah, man. The funny thing is too is like that's not like really the only other example too. Like there was another example of that too this weekend. And more where where now the paths they're trying to cross, but it's like why now it's like is it really worth it? course, talk about Anthony Joshua making his return after the car accident and the jaw breaking of Jake Paul, against Prenga. And then let me remind you before, there were no odds on the Tszyu Spence fight. I couldn't find it, and there were no odds for the Joshua fight. And,
man, the Joshua one's surprising, but the Tszyu, that whole backwater ass promotion, bro, like that whole card, like, are you not surprised?
Yeah, I mean, I wanted because I think they probably knew that people were gonna play hammer Tszyu like on the odds and just like and they were like, yeah, they weren't ready to give up all that money because I think they knew that Spence was cooked. You know? But the Joshua shit, I was like, I was just surprised because Joshua is one of boxing's legitimate draws in the sport, so I would have thought that they would have had it. I mean, good lord, they had the fucking Shiraz shit on there. You can bet.
Oh lord, that fucking fight.
Oh yeah, but yeah. Before we get into Joshua and Prenga, because that shit was nearly an upset. The two fights on there, the Shiraz fight. I don't know what the hell Shiraz was thinking he was doing. That was like, if you're gonna get a Jabaro opponent, you better treat him like a fucking job and get rid of him. Like you got rid of the person you won the belt from in 2 rounds, right? This one you're supposed to get rid of him in a couple of rounds too. I have no idea why Shiraz decided to sleepwalk through this fight, but he basically
was getting hit with shit as early as the 2nd round, getting pieced up.
Yeah,
unacceptable.
Yeah, dude almost almost came close. The judges were almost getting ready to steal the belt from him and it would have been justified. I would have been like, he didn't care about keeping his belt. Like there was literally no explanation and no reason.
And this guard, like Polly was saying, this nigga guard was like so fucking weak. Like this nigga got middle schooler forearms. Every punch seemed to be wrapping and going around his fucking hands. Like every punch was just going here, just everywhere hitting this nigga.
I mean, and
the punches were slow. This nigga throwing 1,000 punches and they just going around shit hitting this nigga. I'm like, it was frustrating. It was a frustrating long ass. What was that? 12 rounds?
12 rounds, yeah.
Good God, that was a long ass 12 rounds. Like I'd never want to see this nigga fight again. Like I'm kind of good on Shiraz right now.
The thing with Hamza, like, it's kind of crazy because he doesn't look like the Berlanga fight. He hasn't really ever impressed me. I don't know.
Yeah. Like yo, honestly, this is it. This is the last weekend he could fucking live off that Berlanga fight. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't live past the victory so long where the guy you whooped came back and looked better than you.
Yeah, like it was so unacceptable. Like the fact that it went to a majority decision. Like now, obviously, if you put decision on that, you want some bread. But the chances that's not fight you're supposed to win bread on. Like that's
like you wouldn't even be proud of that.
Yeah, you're not supposed to win bread on that. Like this.
Like mate, I'll take the 50 quid, but bollocks, that was boring as all fuck's sake. Like, you're right, nigga. You absolutely right. Like,
yeah, that shit.
Like if I had to take the 50 quid for this, like I don't know.
Yeah, no,
I'll take me hours back.
Yeah, honestly, Pacheco should be running to sign a fight with this dude now. Like Pacheco should be.
No, I'm saying Hamza because he's got he's a big boy himself. Like him and Pacheco are big ass 168s. Like that they're both like 6'4". You know what I'm saying? Like
Pacheco looks more solid. Like he eats a full meal, but then he drinks a boost or an Ensure right afterwards.
Well, because Shiraz started at 154, and that was kind of crazy. He was at 154 with his big paws, his big ass. And then 160, now he's at 168. But, he's a guy has a frame as a light heavyweight, truly.
Yeah. But what's killed me, though, is Shiraz was so nonchalant about his bad performance. Like, he wasn't apologetic. This motherfucker was like, yeah, it happens. Shit happens. Like, the dude, like he couldn't be bothered. I'm like, my nigga, you do realize you almost lost your belt to a fucking 16-1 underdog. Like,
but it was funny because we were talking about Bank, who looked kind of mid, who we thought should have got the fight, and we were like, oh, maybe Shiraz would beat Bank, right? And then now we're back to like maybe Bank will give him trouble type
Yeah,
shit. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of
It was a frustrating pattern of mid for this weekend. Like that wasn't supposed to happen. Like Shiraz, like you can't be 1 minute look like your world beater, and the second you're looking like someone. It looked like someone can beat you on some Barry Horowitz skip shit. Like get a grip. Like nah. Bro.
Yeah, because if this guy had any more talent than what he had, or if he was a little faster, a little flashier, maybe punched a little harder, if he just had to be a smidget like 1.5 better than what he was,
yeah,
Shiraz loses. That's
exactly.
how close, because the dude really was trying, but it wasn't like he was throwing a gazillion punches. He was beating him just off of boxing and outworking him in spots.
Yeah,
That's kind of unacceptable if you're supposed to be the talented, bigger, stronger guy, better puncher.
Yeah, that was incredibly unacceptable. Yeah, Shiraz though, like I mean, I like you may go in the room with Pacheco because I'll be damned if I'm watching another Jabba Row and you're going 12 rounds with dude. Like, nah, fuck that. Like, nah, sign up with Pacheco and get this shit over with. Like ever since the Adamas fight, you've been running from your top 10 opponents, and I consider Berlanga a Jabba Row too. So yeah, like you need to get your top 10 opponent and prove that you're actually worthy of actually being a champion. Because damn that, I refuse to watch another fight where you find another fucking Jabaro. And then of course we got Josh Kelly and Ajarko too. Again, Kelly is now again proves why he's the weakest 154 champion, because he's a 6-round fighter or maybe even a 4-round fighter, somewhere around there. But
you said this nigga's like he got prime Pascal endurance.
It's I don't know what it is with this guy, but he starts out good, and then he gets into his head. He gets gas, and then he gets busted open. Pause. Dude was a crimson mask against Ajarko, and Ajarko too. Ajarko should have won that fight if he had let his hands go in the first 3 fucking rounds. Like he took too much to get, and his offense wasn't even anything home to write about. Like it was crude. It was crude fucking offense. It was almost like Sakio Bika light. It was trying, but his offense was just so fucking crude, and he still managed. And then between the roughing up and the headbutts here and there, Kelly had a whole broken nose, a dent in his nose.
The shit was broken, huh? It had to be broken, right?
Yeah, it was definitely. It has a cut in his nose. Yeah, that Jewish shit was broken. Like he should have been really putting his foot in his ass. But his offense was so crude. Kelly found like a second win and was able to hold on to his belt barely, because I think he won by 2 on 2 of the cards and 1 on the other card. Like he barely held on to that belt. And Ajarko wasn't fighting impressive either, man. Yeah, and Boots is now talking about keep that belt warm for me. Yeah, Boots is gonna beat the shit out of him now. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like if Kelly gets in the ring with Boots or Fedora, he's getting the shit kicked out of him. Like it's not going 12. Like he might not even get out. He might not even get out of the first 3 rounds. Like Boots is going to beat the shit out of him. Fedora will beat the shit out of him. Like the shit will be over. So I mean, yeah, Kelly though, yeah. I mean, but Kelly, but I guess it's worth it because dude was coming into PYT, and it wasn't because he was on some grooving shit, because he was referring to himself as a PYT. So it was good that he got bloodied, because that's unacceptable too.
Pretty boy Kelly falls.
Yeah, damn that. Like I
wasn't kind of rooting for Ajarko because he would have been the first Black Irish champion in boxing history. But yeah, he didn't. I mean, I don't know. He didn't win that fight.
It was Ajarko's fight to win, but like I said, his offense. Like I said, if he had gotten his offense started at least in the first 3 rounds, he would have won that bout. He would have.
Slick, right? I mean, I think like you mentioned, Kelly. Virgil. We can name probably 6, 7 more fighters that would probably stop Kelly. But I will say Kelly does have a little bit of heart, and he got some skills. I mean, he beat Bachman.
He does, but is it really enough? Like, he gets these wins and the favorable treatment because he's in the UK. This is the sole reason why I don't want Boots to go over there and fight this guy. Because it's not like if he was like a bigger name, like Conor Ben or like just a bigger name in general, commanded more like clout, whatever. I could understand. Like, but he's not fucking prime Ricky Hatton or anybody. Like, why are we going over to fight this dude?
Yeah.
But bring his ass over here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what arena is he filling up?
He's not.
I know he said I remember he was saying that he was filling up an arena. I mean, was the arena filled up for when he won it? Because when he fought Murtaza Liv when he won the belt there, I don't think it was
filled up. Maybe like York Hall, which is like fucking the Hulu Theater equivalent or some shit.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, bro, York Hall, get the fuck out of here, nigga. Like, just because you have Robin Hood and his merry men watch your fucking fight, don't mean you could flood a goddamn stadium. Like, and that's my whole thing when I be saying like Eddie be favoring the UK cats, because there's no way you could convince me to go over there and take that fucking fight when I'm selling out Philly. I'm getting real clout over here, real, you know what I'm saying? It's different if, you're a guy who, you're a Carl Frost type of level where you're selling out a whole fucking the O2 arena type shit. Yeah. But if Boots go over there, it's selling out because of him, not fucking Josh fucking Kelly.
Right.
Like, get out of here. Like, get the fuck out of here. So, yeah, just dead that shit. Like, Josh Kelly, like, in America, his fights with Murder Olive and this nigga, the Bika Jr., they literally could end up being finessed into draws.
But I will say, I think it would. I'm not trying to defend Eddie, but I think Eddie knows he got some money in Boots, and he's mentioned Kelly coming over. So I don't think,
hold on, wait. He's mentioned them coming over?
He kind of mentioned it, like he's mentioned. Yeah, it seems more like that's a possibility. At least the energy and what he's kind of said.
Oh, okay. I don't mind the fight if he come over, but damn, he ain't worth going over there too.
But I think Boots wants to go undisputed, and obviously, with the whole Bud situation, he has to get undisputed as soon as possible because, with his accomplishments, and he's not getting any younger. So I think that's Boots' goal, right?
Nigga, he's having the same career Crawford had. Boots is a late bloomer. Y'all let Crawford be a late bloomer.
I like watching Boots. Boots is my favorite fighter to watch probably right now. So
hell yeah, of course. That's why I don't know why certain retired niggas be hating so much. Because me personally, like if I was retired like that, but I'm not too retired, and I'm already getting in the gym to train Lester Martinez and help him win his fight, I'm gonna just get ready, try to see what's good. But then if I'm a certain Philly nigga, I'm gonna just talk cash shit and make you just unretire and shoot the fade, and we just have the biggest fight in boxing on Netflix. But that's just me though.
Yeah, though. But Kelly though, but I'm pretty sure Eddie now is like, he better make that unification sooner or later because Kelly. If Kelly faces someone other than him or Murtaza Liv, which is the only other opponent now, but Kelly should be losing that belt soon. Like it's better off to lose it to someone that's under his control than someone because Jocko nearly roughed him up out of his title. So it's like
like he can't handle people being physically strong and roughhousing him. He can't handle accurate punchers. Like what can this nigga handle? Because Boots does both of those.
I'm just betting the house. Boots will beat the shit out of Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly's just he's lucky he's champion. But
I just don't want him to do it in the UK where they might type a Robin Reed, Sivanaki type, the referee type shit where Boots might beat his ass too much and then the ref break it up like, chill, hold on, ease up. I don't need it to be a Kovalev versus Nate Cleverly type shit.
Right.
Hold on, that's my nephew you're hitting. Like what?
Nah, fuck that. I don't think it matters where they fight. Man, they could fight in Antarctica. He gonna whoop his ass. I don't want the fight at the fucking UK because I think that Boots' crowning moment should not be in the fucking UK.
Well, I think the last crown would be the Fundora fight, right? At least that's what we hope.
Yeah, most likely Fundora will probably be like then those because I don't even know what Fundora's even up
Well, I
to.
know. Well, I know, suppose you got a Mando who's gonna fight some
Oh yeah,
bullshit
that's
ass
right. He's gonna fight
Mando.
the Mando.
The Mando we never
Well,
heard
look,
of.
this what they need to start doing. Like, if everybody's on the zone, they need to start orchestrating these fights better on some prime Showtime shit. Where, look, man, have Josh Kelly come over to the Cali, get a main event with fucking Boots, Fundora co-main defend his title, winner get whoever win the Boots fight in the damn next fight. Like, build these cards up a little, like kind of try to position these shit so everybody's fighting around the same time. You could make these future fights, man.
Right.
Because the way it is, these niggas is fighting 3 and 4 months difference and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Then this nigga gonna be ready, but this nigga not ready. He recovering. Oh, this nigga got a cut in his last fight. Josh Kelly ain't gonna be ready for shit until like what, next year?
yeah,
Well,
yeah. Right now,
he tweeted something about let's get it done for this year, end of the year. So I don't know.
Doing what for the end of the year?
He did some tweet because Boots was like, they went back and forth on Twitter a little bit, and he said let's get it done for this year or something. So we're hoping this year, but
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, okay. Because I remember Inoue be fighting on the damn 31st. Maybe this could be the damn on the 30th. Who knows? It's going to damn near be next year.
Yeah,
They're going to be like, y'all fight you this year. Like, yeah, we can do it at the end of the year. Motherfucker going to mean it too. That shit going to be like December 18th or some shit.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'm just talking shit, bro. Like, if it happens like that, I'm all for it, especially if it's in America, you know. But yeah, I get King P point about a Boots shining moment shouldn't be in the fucking UK. Like, he's an American star.
And then conversely, Joshua and Fury should not be in America. It's not like that needs to stay in the UK. And
yeah.
And on top of that fight, really, like, honestly, now it's getting to the point where now that fight it's clearly lost a lot of luster. It's like it's a money grab fight, and largely because now Joshua and I'm a big Joshua fan, but I can't help but just be alarmed at
I know it's him.
Who's chin.
I know it's fucking heavyweight boxing, but what the fuck, bro?
Yeah,
Twice
yeah.
in the 1 round by Pringles. What the fuck?
Yeah, like
Twice by Pringles.
Dude hit uppercut season within 20 seconds and put him down, and had him on Queer Street.
That was wild, man.
Like that shit was, and then he dropped him again a little later in the first round. Like I couldn't believe it. Was like, keep in mind, like heavyweight, fucking Usyk with the kickboxer. Now Joshua with a long shot, a C-level long shot. That's getting ready to KO him in the first round. Like that would have easily been like one of the biggest upsets in the last fucking 20 years. Like that's happening, and Joshua had a hold. He had a tackle, dude. Like it was just like, good lord, like honestly that round alone like killed my whole desire to see him fight Fury. Even though he came back in the second round and Prenga decided not to throw his hands or not to really go after him, and I know people were talking about.
Hold on, wait. Who's like fighting a ninja in the backyard?
Pilot.
My bad.
You must be.
Damn, nigga wrestling a goddamn cowboy or some shit. I don't know.
But yeah, no. But the second round, though, I mean, and Joshua at least was able to clear his head enough, and Joshua started throwing the combinations, and Prenga's defense isn't what it needs to be to avoid those shots. but then of course, he did jump on dude, and Joshua highlight reeled him with the beautiful right hook, like that had him on the ropes, like eyes like fixed like rigor mortis, all type shit like that. So
what's the real question? Like the niggas, my niggas in the Bronx want to know. You think dude threw the fight? Like he obviously
that was fucking like that was fucking strange. And I'm not on no conspiracy theory shit, but the nigga just came out and did not throw anything the next fucking
right. Yeah,
almost like he was instructed not to. Like he was just like too fucking fishy.
And he kept his chin to get knocked out. He just kept his chin open to get knocked out.
Yeah, because I'm like, you managed to land an uppercut on Anthony Joshua, and you tell me you don't want to rush him and land another one on him. Like, it's because he had like literally that was money for him. Like knocking out Joshua, he would have he would have set him up for a big payday. Somewhere.
Yeah, but he would have fucked up the Fury fight. I literally think niggas got to him on some like, look, bro, you about to fuck up the bag. Like, you might, like, we got your son on the phone.
Oh, he'd be like, yeah, maybe it could be, you want to come back on these cards, right? You want another payday? Type shit.
Yeah, you want to get signed to Eddie?
Well, actually, that's what happened. He is signed. He did announce.
Yeah, that was a part of the deal, nigga.
That's part of the deal. That's why.
Yeah, so
that was part of the deal. Nigga was like, look, we're gonna wire you an extra 100. We're gonna wire you an extra $1 and we're gonna sign you the promotional deal with Eddie.
Yeah.
We'll give you 3 fights in 18 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just don't knock Joshua out.
Yeah, so just stop trying because we know you're in great shape, but we know we just want to make it seem like you're inexperienced. So just kind of stop trying.
Yeah,
not even filler jabs. Like, don't even ponder with the jabs. That might hurt him.
And I'm laughing, and I shouldn't be laughing because that's my Joshua. I'm a fan. Like I shouldn't be laughing at that.
Well, it's true.
Yeah,
it's true. Like they didn't want this nigga doing nothing.
Yeah, the whole shit was just bizarre. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. Like I said,
I'm
not
bizarre.
Like, and I'm be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Is a fucking Joshua Fury fight right now even worth shit to be fucking protecting like that? Fuck no.
It's not. And I know Fury fought, although it wasn't televised, and and as LB said, he was consistent.
Point fucking proven. It wasn't televised.
Yeah, but he's been consistently mid. Like I get they want to get because because obviously Joshua and Fury has been a fight that should have been had for the longest, and they've had several obstacles in its way, and it's like now it's like Joshua now is shaky, Fury now is shaky, so it's like they need to do it before one of these guys takes a loss that they can't really, that kind of kills their draw. And looking probably more for Joshua now because Joshua's letting C-level long shots drop him now with shots, like with uppercuts. So
he looked like for as bad as we talked about Spence and how he looked, while Joshua looked even worse.
Yeah,
like he looked like, man, like yo, give him out the ring, like give him a hug and a sandwich, tell him it's gonna be all right, and I don't know what else, but maybe that's a start because he was so happy and giddy and just all smiles. He was Mr. What was that black horror movie nigga on Hulu?
So was it Mr.
Crockett? Mr.
Mr. Crockett, yeah.
He was like Mr. Crockett. He was just smiling and shit. Shit was weird. The way his hair was. He looked like he just rolled up out of bed.
Yeah.
He looked like he was lighter. I don't know how much he weighed, but he was
250 pounds,
damn, he must have lost inches or something. He just looked different. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but he didn't look right. And the way he was moving, and then just every little thing just hurt him. Like, him and Spence was just like, if you're their families, like, why would you want to see these niggas fight anymore?
And Joshua definitely does not need the money. That motherfucker is super rich. He doesn't.
You feel me? Like,
yeah.
he could literally turn niggas rich if he wanted right now. Like, like he could snap his finger and change like a whole person's life.
He could get a whole nigga. He could make a whole village, turn a whole village over type shit. The way he got
you see what I'm saying? It's like, so it's like, I know what boxing is, like the love of the game. I get it because I love boxing too. Like, I can understand dying for this shit because it's that fucking fun and thrilling. Like boxing is like goddamn amazing. But when it's like you got all that money, it's like you gotta be able to find some other love or passion to do at that elite level. Like this nigga, he literally could just be modeling and being extras in music videos and just
going to movies, acting something,
being in movies, start TV. Like, dude, there's so much shit he could do. Like, nigga, like I just don't get it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you can love boxing, but just train or just be in gyms and just discover the next nigga. Like.
Yeah,
be like Chavez, how he just be like, man, Chavez be just hitting the fucking bag. Like, you could tell Chavez, Julio Cesar Chavez love him some fucking boxing. And I don't fucking blame him. Dude, this nigga Ricky Hatton, RIP, used to love to hit the bag. Footwork, boom, boom, he's doing the hooks. Like, damn, if you just love boxing, just box, nigga. But, like, you don't have to fight professionally. I'd rather this nigga put on some headgear and do some exhibitions if you got a box, bro. If you got enough money, have half the money go to fucking charity, bro. If you want to really, if you gotta do it, but I'm just trying to take the danger element out of it because this nigga look like he's gonna get like hurt bad any fucking given moment.
Yeah, because like I said, even whatever happens in the Fury fight, like is he gonna stick around? Is gonna because like I said, this again this heavyweight era right now is coming to an end, and like sooner or later, like the newer heavyweight generation is gonna sweep them aside. Like they're gonna be gone.
These niggas sweeping themselves aside.
Yeah, you don't really want Joshua to get swept aside like that. Especially now that he's shaky now. His chin is incredibly shaky. So it's just like, it was just alarming seeing Prenga drop him the way he did. And, and I know, like, I mean, that knockout is everywhere. Like, DAZN and Matchroom and ESPN Ringside are sharing the shit out of that. But it's just like, I mean, it's not going to make me want to see the Fury fight. Like, the Fury fight for me has been dead for a little bit. But I know that's cash grab now. Like, it's like, now I'm just like, they're past it. And
it's worse than the Wilder Joshua fight because the Wilder Joshua fight was always going to be about bombs away. Who lands the bomb first? Where Fury and Joshua was always about who was the better boxing match. But their boxing has diminished so bad, it's not worth seeing it. Whereas Wilder Joshua, they're both vulnerable. They've always been vulnerable, but now they're washed vulnerable. So it still has the appeal, if not even more. So I just feel like they're just going in the wrong direction. Wilder finally got him a decent win. Maybe the best one of his fucking career. Hey, y'all trying to fight Fury? Like, that just seemed like they're short-sighted. Like, Fury's always going to be around.
Well, not much. I mean, both these guys are at the last leg. It's still the quote-unquote biggest fight in UK history, even though I'm hearing some dumb shit like it's going to be in New York or some dumb fight. I don't know why.
And that's what makes it worse. If you're going to have a Joshua fight in America, have him fight Wilder. Why the fuck would you have him fight a UK nigga in America when you didn't want to come back to America for all these years until it was Jake Paul?
Right.
And then you seen the reaction Joshua got down here for that. And it's like, it's easy to see he could be a celebrity. You put him against Wilder, you could print money.
Mm-hmm.
Just the Fury fight, it's always been a different fight. Like, it never had that damn like it missed its turn. Like Wilder Joshua missed his turn a bunch of times until they're both at the same spot now.
Yeah,
that's the fight. And I never hyped up that fight before because it never got made, and then these niggas started losing and they ass whooped, and so I was just always like, fuck it, it's over. Like one nigga could never win while the other nigga was winning.
Yeah. And
it was like Amir Khan trying to get a Pacquiao or Floyd fight.
And the one time that was close to aligning, Wilder forced a third fight with Fury, and changed the trajectory of a lot of different people's careers. Wilder's career, Fury's career, Joshua's career, and then Usyk's career. So it's like, yeah. And of course, I'm still salty about that one. Like, I didn't make no predictions on those fights because I was so pissed about that happening. But Joshua though is just like like Joshua had a really good run. He made a lot of money, but yeah, if people like Prenga are having moments against you in the ring, even though he has a knockout record like he does, it's time. Yeah, it's time to wrap it up. It's time to go.
I know one thing. Anthony Joshua was a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got some niggas who say he wasn't.
Nah, he is for sure. But
now you really do got a few niggas who don't think he is though.
Oh yeah, for sure. A lot. I mean, there's people out there that niggas hate Jesus.
Which is wild, but okay.
Well, I agree, 100%.
Yeah, it's sad though, but yeah, like I said, this weekend there were those just two cards, just like boxing is kind of passing by, and they're and stars are starting to get older now, and as LB mentioned before, Zuffa was pretty much the highlight of the weekend in terms of positive boxing, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, it's like no bullshit, no drama. All the drama was in the fights. It's like we got some unexpected shit.
You got
a little unexpected extra effort.
You got KO of the Year candidate, Otto Volin getting annihilated with seconds left. Good Lord.
The crazy part is, like, I was watching that fight with a homeboy, and it's like the tempo was like these niggas is just going like.
It was boring. I mean, it was kind of boring of a fight until the end.
It was boring in the sense where they were just taking turns and just wham, wham, wham. Okay, my turn. Wham, wham, wham. Oh, cover up. Wham, wham, wham. And I was like, yo, the minute somebody changes the tempo on this fight, they win. All it takes is one person to just explode and throw shots a little faster. The other person, he's not going to catch it, and he's going to get knocked the fuck out. As soon as I said that, like maybe a minute later, they had that exchange on the ropes, and I kid you not, bro. I'm just like, wow, you see that? What did I say? Like, because they're heavyweights. That's what you expect.
Right. That was just like Jesus Christ. That was like sudden and violent though. I get it. He's because he was like at least 20 pounds heavier than he used to be. Got put through the ringer in that fight, and that was an upset because he was the favorite. Like Serenko was like plus 400 with the fucking KO. That's why I was just like,
he hit him with that right hook. The right hook knocked him out.
Yeah,
he was out on his feet, but with that cleanup left hook, it's like what did it?
Yeah, like,
that's what took him out completely.
And that looked bad for a hot second. It looked really bad. I mean, it was brutal, but I'm saying, Wallen could have been in worse shape for a second when he was laying down there.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, I've known people who like they've had like attempted like murder shit for like stomping niggas out when they unconscious. Like that's the equivalent of getting knocked out, and while you're falling, a nigga hit you with another. Like he hit you with the you kick, now he hit you with the kick. Like it's like God damn, like get this nigga a break, bro. Like chill, nigga. No, you can't hit the nigga with the damn tiger uppercut, then tiger, like nigga, like. And that's what, like, the second hit is the guaranteed, like, okay, now you're cold. Like, you was knocked out, they hit the floor, and you was going to get up in a second. Now you're knocked out.
Yeah, no, that shit was just fucking crazy, man. And then, you got Jalil Hackett and Sergey Durianchenko setting off on the main card. That was a scrap. That was a good fucking slugfest. I gotta say though,
it was. Hackett, I don't know, man. I wasn't really impressed. Like, this is 2026 Derevyanchenko.
But a lot of people were picking Derevyanchenko to beat him. A lot of people were.
I didn't know that. What were the odds? A lot of people my ass.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if that was right.
I don't remember what I said though, but I do remember Hackett was the favorite though.
Slightly, probably, yeah, slight favorite.
Yeah,
I thought you should. I mean, I thought you should have stopped him. Obviously, he should have stopped. So
he should have. If you're trying to make a statement, you're stopping 2026 Derevyanchenko. Like, the fact that he had a Munguia ass type of fight with this dude just speaks volumes.
Yeah, and Derevyanchenko though, like I would again, like this is a guy that's been put through the ringer. Like I'm sure he's banked more than enough bread because he was a benefit of the zone's early deals and shit like that. But yeah, I honestly, it's getting to the point where dude might have to be safe from himself because he's just getting. It's too fucking dangerous for him. Like he's getting.
It is, but he's taking world-class fighters to the brink in 2026. Like, what you want him to do? Like, Hackett should have bodied him. Is that his fault? He can't get bodied.
Yeah, I just hate his record because his record is he's 16-7 now. It's like it's a journeyman record. Like, yeah, it's one of those shits. It's just like I honestly don't want. Honestly, he needs to be an exit plan because he can't be put.
Yeah, I don't want his losses to get into double digits too.
Yeah, but I mean, Hackett, he got the win, and it was a clear win. But Hackett, to me, was just like anyone that's a little bit more.
It was barely clear. It was a like because this nigga got hit a lot with some good hooks.
Sure, the fuck did. Yeah.
One thing about that, I tell niggas all the time, man, especially if you're a tall guy for your division, because it's a tall nigga problem for the most part. Stop having your gloves be below your chin.
Mm-hmm.
That shit pisses me off. Like
and Hackett be doing that. I will say
right here, bro. Right, like bro, like just here, just give him your fucking chin already. Here. Like here. Like, you're just a sitting target. You're literally a plate that somebody's holding up. Like here. Anybody ordered the Philly cheese? Oh, Fulton, that's you. Okay, here now I play. I kid.
But let's do a quick Zuffa matchmaking. The most likely I would say would be Hackett versus Shane Mosley, probably, right? I mean, because they want to protect Colin Walsh. I know Colin Walsh is in there. So realistically,
like if I beat him off for talent a little bit, just being a little more explosive.
Mosley, you're talking about Mosley, right? Against Shane Mosley.
No. Like if you're talking about Hackett versus Mosley Jr.
Yeah.
I'd be rooting for Shane, but a part of me feels like Hackett would just win off the talent and just being a little more explosive. Like his punches, like he might be first more, and he might look a little more flashier.
I was literally just about to say he would be first every single time.
Yeah, and that's what would really like a guy like Hackett. even if he's first, you can't fight behind him. And a lot of times, dudes, it's hard for this era to get out of fighting behind people because a lot of these niggas don't throw enough punches. But a guy like Hackett, if you're going to let him be first and lead, you do that and let him step in, which he was hesitant to do. But you let him step in and you counter with combinations. You just, anytime he steps at you, you always have some type of volley of punches to throw at this nigga.
Right.
His chin is right there. You'll catch him with something. Like, honestly, he'd be food for a guy like Orlando Salido or a guy like John Pascal. Rough niggas who could punch, who are athletic. He'd be food for him.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's strong and he's athletic and he's got some quick hands and power, but the technique and the form is what he fails at. He's not tight enough. Paul, the defense ain't tight enough. The slip in the movement ain't tight enough. He got dominated on the mid-range and on the inside. Plenty of times he's on the inside with his hands right here, getting clocked with hooks.
Facts.
Like both sides, bro. Like he's way too hittable. Like you shouldn't be going life and death with 2026 Derevyanchenko. The fight needed to look like how Jamal Charlo and Derevyanchenko looked.
Yeah, yes.
A controlled, 117, 111 type of fight.
Mm-hmm.
Competitive, but controlled. Meaning Derevyanchenko can have his moments, but he still always gets brought down to earth. Derevyanchenko was having moments with Hackett where it looked like he was a punch or two from turning the fight around.
Right, having him wobble and shit like that.
Yeah, that's not control. You have to control motherfuckers, especially 2026 version of niggas.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm going off too hard on this nigga, but that was my critique. Like, yeah, like I just had to say that shit.
Yeah. And then also we had also a critique for one Richardson Hitchins, who again, Hitchins can box. There's no question about that. He can absolutely box. He does have a little pop in his hands, but his temperament, I don't know. Again, this is a generation thing because he's not the only boxer we said this about too. You like if you're beating somebody, you have a good jab, you see them, their faces swollen, everything like that. And then it's time for you to get them up out of there. You should do so. Attempt to do it. And if you do it and they survive it, it's one thing. But if you're not putting it together to get them up out of there, it just looks bad. Again, Richardson wants, obviously he wants the big fights. They're not going to fight him. That's like because he's high risk, low reward.
The last round of that fight, he did so much posturing and just circling.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't necessarily running, but it was avoiding. And there was literally like 30 seconds at a time where he's just shuffling and from the corner to the ropes to the middle of the ring, like that little area where it may not be the 3-foot rule, maybe the 4-foot rule, but he wasn't really too far. Like,
no,
he was not punching though.
Cool. Hitchins or the Mexican? Solid.
Hitchins.
Oh, okay. Well, see,
Hitchins overall mixed up his offense more so than he's done in previous fights. Like, and I'm talking not the Kambosos fight. That's an outlier. Kambosos is wild.
We don't count Kambosos.
Yeah, you don't count that. But he did mix up his punches more and get a little bit more offensive at times. As far as everything just wasn't a jab, right hand.
Mm-hmm. Now a lot of people
he never keeps it up for extended moments or throughout the round. That's my main critique.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people kind of somewhat liking the performance. Surprisingly, I mean, because at his core, so Hitchens is a sweet scientist, right? You don't really knock, Campbell aside, who is he knocked out?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I think he could have got Salad there, and it would have been a big statement. I know he supposedly picked that guy Salas because people on Twitter were saying why don't you fight Salas instead of so and so? But I mean, Salas had nothing for him. He could have stopped him, hurt him or something. I don't know.
Yeah, and
Alice was not Oscar Duarte. Like he fought like that against dude because he's naturally big. Like Salas looks like a 140 guy. Hitchins looked like a 147 that night.
Mm.
Think about it. Look at the size difference. And even then, Salas footwork, he stayed on Hitchins. The size made the difference in that fight. Anytime Hitchins, like a Salas did land occasionally, but the size difference, like Hitchins was comfortable enough where he could take the punches because they're calling him a smaller guy. Like you have to be a good to great, like very good to great puncher to have good power in that size difference like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm trying to compare, like Pat, what's some 140 guys who could bang that was cracking at 147 like that, but like hurting bigger dudes.
140 that can beat somebody that can punch her at 147.
I know we're looking at Crawford, De La Hoya, Floyd, and Pacquiao.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, not Floyd, not as much.
Well, yeah. Crawford comes, Pacquiao, Pacquiao,
and Oscar. So, but
Oscar, yeah. I mean, Cotto, I guess.
Yeah. You could say Cotto, but
like Hitchins.
Basically, what I'm saying is like your power has to be on that level where you could beat a smaller guy and still like noticeably crack and hurt these bigger guys. And Salas, I think, would be a good puncher, like a decent guy puncher, like at 140, but at 147. It wasn't making a difference. Like the only thing he did better was jab more.
I mean, he did stop Romain Villa in 3 rounds, which for a while was Boots' best win. So, he did stop.
Yeah, he did. I give him that. Like he could punch some, but it's like I mean, come on. Am I pulling your chain?
No, you're right. No, I agree with you. I think
Hitchins did look like a good weight class above this.
Hitchins. This is Hitchins' first fight at 147, and I've been saying he's easily a welterweight, and he filled out Paul. He filled out nicely. He looked good for a true 147 in there, at least compared to that guy. But yeah, he's a big guy in general. So I wonder what's next for him. I wonder I wonder what's going to be next for Hitchins, because that was obviously
Rayo, nigga.
Well, Rayo's 35 though, but see, Rayo's at 35.
He is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Rayo's.
I didn't even know that.
He's been fighting back at 35 since he's been on Zuffa. So that's kind of like, I know.
My dumbass think he moved up.
No, he remember because he got the belt at 140, but when he went to a Zuffa, he went back to 35. So. No, that would be a good fight. That would be a good fight, Rayo versus Hitchins, either way. Because Rayo's a big lightweight or whatever. He won a 140 belt, so you know what I'm saying? Rayo could probably fight at 47. But I mean, Connor Ben's out there. I know they got Julian Rodriguez. They got Zuffa.
Watch that be the next fight, Julian Rodriguez.
Yeah, more than likely.
Yeah, but Hitchins though. I mean, that fallout was probably off for them. They're not going to fight him. Yeah, not in the least. They're absolutely not going to fight.
I mean that call out. Like Hitchins don't bring nothing to. It's not exciting. Like he just like I don't think he's in shape like that, or it's a temperament. It's some. It could be multiple things, but I'm tired of trying to guess why these niggas don't throw more punches. I'm just to the point. I don't want to do more essays and hypotheses and theses about this shit. I'm just rating niggas for what they are right now. Like what's the old saying? Win with everything you are. Like
Right.
That's what these dudes are doing, and it's just I can respect the fact they're winning, but I don't have to like it. I don't have to admire it. I don't have to be inspired by it. You know, it's just they're winning. You know, hooray! Like, yay! But I'm good on it. Like, Hitchins, not his most boring performance, but he still left food on the table. He still could have closed out the fight because Salas, even though Salas was on him, Salas started backing up in the later rounds.
He had nothing. He had nothing for him the whole fight. It was
He was looking defeated too.
Yeah.
Like he knew he ain't have nothing for Hitchins no more. Because it took a lot to really kind of get Salas to damn get to that point. Because Salas was game for damn 80% of that fight.
Right.
Like, game. If this fight, if both these niggas are the same size, it's a different fight. Different fight. But just looking at their frames, you could tell. Because Hitchins is quick on the release with them jabs, man, but it just he don't do it enough.
Right. Or put his
like Hitchins should be damn averaging fucking 30 jabs a round. But he averaging goddamn 30 punches a round. Like, fuck are we doing?
That's not even a laughing matter, though. But yeah, no, Hitchins.
It isn't, but it is.
Yeah, like Hitchins has definitely got to be more offensive. Like you gotta show and prove. Like yes, you can box extremely well, but yeah, you gotta get some of these guys up out of there when they cost for it. You know,
give people a reason to talk about your fights, bro. Like, y'all just try to sign these deals because y'all can't make the money on the damn back end with the damn promo and the ticket sales and the gate and all that. So y'all got to take these big signing bonus fights and shit, you know, to make moves, man. I get it. You know, you're looking after your career, your family, but, you know, it is what it is. We ain't got to like it.
Yeah. But, I mean, especially, you know, when we have the main event where you have Berlanga and Stephen Butler throwing hands, you know, and throwing hands that they did. You know, Berlanga needed that. I mean, both guys, obviously, if you bet it on both guys going down, you probably want some cash, you know. But, yeah, no, Berlanga, you know, obviously he's still a cornball, don't like him and everything like that. But he showed a little bit more improvement. Like, dude wasn't
he was working that jab. You know, he was jabbing. I like the jab.
Yeah. And he had to because, you know, Stephen Butler, because Stephen Butler was like, you know, was trying to lace him with one shot.
Yeah, I kind of missed it for a second. When he got dropped, like, it felt like he didn't really get, like, he blocked some of that shit, I felt like. I don't know. That was kind of crazy how he still got dropped, though. In the replay, I saw it. But it was like, at first glance, it didn't look like it was more of a grazing shot, but
no, I think Butler got him good at the forehead and stuff like that. Like, you know, that was a legit knockdown. Just he fit that right hand perfectly, you know. But I think after that one, it was just like it was Edgar like largely was in control, like using his jab and hitting him with straight rights. They were throwing straight rights, but I think Berlanga's chin is decent, so like he was able to take it. Whereas Butler chin is not as solid. So yeah, Butler, he was trying to survive, goddamn it. Like he tried. There was a couple rounds where he's just like he survived by the skin of his teeth. And then the last round, the referee was like, "Yeah, I want to give you a minute. Like you guys show me something." And they were exchanging in the middle of the ring, and Butler was his knee was getting ready, was dipping. So yeah, the referee damn near tackled him for the stoppage. And fucking
that's goofy as fuck though. That ref stoppage.
It was. I was like, what the fuck? Like
damn. Paul Blart mall cop ass tackle. So fucking unnecessary.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, and then Edgar was standing over him. But Tim was like, you know, Edgar was trying to fight with that disqualification. Like, yeah, like no, the fight stopped. Like, you don't need to hit him.
Yeah, that goofy shit. Like, what you was doing, he ran and got in front of him. I know dude was talking shit, but bro, it's over. Like, but I do give him credit for jabbing and disrupting Butler's offense. This is honestly Berlanga's best performance and best performance over his best opponent.
Right.
Like he took some hard shit and gave it back. He boxed in difficult moments, like, end up being a good fight, good effort. Like, definitely something to build upon. Like, people may have damn ridden him short, but he kind of brought it on himself.
Sure the fuck did.
Like, he really did. But, I'll give props when it's due, and he did his thing this past weekend. Like,
yeah,
this what we was expecting of you from years ago. Like, this
right.
what we thought you was going to evolve into. Like, this is who we wanted to see fight Canelo.
Right, not the one that just got systematically just broken down, taken apart, and then later on got annihilated by Shiraz, and then struggling all over the fucking place with Rolls and Gulo and all of them cats. Like,
yeah,
you got a dangerous puncher the fuck up out of there, and you did it with your boxing.
Yeah, you didn't start running and sticking and moving on some whole shit like, nah, you stood 10 toes down. So, I salute that. Like, and Berlanga, the way he talks and shit, like, he fights, he's good for the sport, but, I don't know how good seeing he's on Zuffa, but then Zuffa stayed the weekend of boxing, so go figure. Like, you really can't tell, man. You just got to just be paying attention and watch everything.
Right, exactly. So yeah, though, it like I said, it was an interesting weekend of boxing. Like I said, boxing is definitely the era is definitely moving on, and I'm pretty sure as the year goes on, we're gonna see some more stars of yesteryear kind of start fading away a little bit, so to speak. And then I think now, if you're an up and coming fighter, it's your opportunity now to kind of really make a name for yourself, like. Because it's probably the best time for y'all to actually try to be a star, But yeah, the Zuffa did his thing. Like I said, you hate the politics behind Zuffa though, but the cards do be entertaining at times, and this was a highly entertaining fucking card. Having me thank God I got a Paramount Plus login for this. So yeah, no, salute Zuffa for this one. And just, now all it needs is Dana's bullshit to just kind of go to the side and see how that goes. Because I know that they're gonna be back. Zuffa's gonna be back in a couple of weeks and stuff like that, though. But however, we do have at least a nice card coming up this Saturday. And hopefully this is probably the best. It might be the second best fight of the summer outside of Boots and Zayas. With Lamont Roach and William Zepeda. Like I said, quality fight. And this one's for the vacant lightweight title, WBC lightweight title. So do we have any thoughts on this fight? Because like I said, they're both coming off long layoffs. Zepeda hasn't fought since the Shakur fight. Roach hasn't fought since December because he broke his hand in the Cruz fight. Like, Honestly, I mean, it's gonna be interesting to see if Roach can take that type of volume, or Zepeda can actually crack him.
Really, I want Roach to win. I like Roach how he's kind of parlayed his two draws into being somewhat of a household name in the sport. But I just feel like Zepeda's work rate is way too much because a guy like Roach he seems like he's a counter puncher by nature, but he just don't have the pop. But unless he can somehow starch out Zepeda, I just think Zepeda's activity and work rate is going to be too much over 12 rounds, personally.
Yeah. And funny thing is, too, is like I'm looking at the odds right now. Fucking Zepeda is the underdog, which I'm surprised about. Like, money line has Roach at minus 172, Zepeda at plus 134. Roach decision is plus 105. Roach KO is plus 470. Which I thought would be higher. Draws 1,500. Segura decision is plus 320. Segura KO, Zepeda decision is plus 320. Zepeda KO is plus 360. I'm actually shocked at that for some reason. I don't know why, but I am. Those odds are kind of crazy.
Yeah, because they low key seem like they think Zepeda really going to KO dude.
the fun thing is too is like because I mean obviously
he will, but yeah, I get it. The odds are a little crazy, even if I do agree with that sentiment.
Yeah,
Oh, do you think Zepeda gonna KO Roach?
He can. They're like
Yes.
Oh wow.
Because I think stylistically, I mean Zepeda.
He's gonna play right into Zepeda's hands.
That's. I just think Zepeda's work rate. I was gonna stop him, but I just think the activity and the style clash. Yeah, the style clash favors Zepeda to me a lot in this fight.
Yeah, because I mean, we've seen someone. I mean, we saw Tevin Farmer punches. It doesn't Roach punches harder than Tevin Farmer, and Farmer gave Zepeda 2 hard fights.
Gave 2 hard fights.
Should have won one.
Yeah, the first one for sure.
Yeah, so it's like, and then Shakur's not a big puncher, and Shakur, man, in a hard fight, man, just went on some 117, 111, 118 type shit. So it's like,
and this is for vacant. This is for Shakur's vacant WBC title, right? The 135 belt.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. See, honestly, I can't say because I'm not saying because Roach is a good fighter, but honestly, physically, I just can't see how he's gonna deal with that work rate. Because he's gonna have to hurt Zepeda in order to make Zepeda like not keep attacking him.
Yeah, he's a counter puncher, but he don't have it's like counter puncher without power, without like quote unquote KO power. Like it's just kind of like, what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Because his output is economical, and it should for a guy that doesn't really hit like that, it's gonna be difficult to meet.
And that's the problem, Pilot. Like he's not taking the extra offensive steps when he gets that first counter. Like. He needs to be pushing you back, ripping to the body, throwing some uppercuts, kind of like basically doing what Prime Spence used to do. Like, how he kind of back you up with the jab. And then when he gets that offensive opening, boom, 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 body, right to the hook, right hook to the body, boom, left, bow, up there. Like, add some, like, offensive outbursts to his game. Like, that's what's really missing. Like,
right.
You don't have to be, like, the biggest puncher. Like, if you're a counter, the counter's rocking them. It just you got to work with it.
But he should have, the way I don't know, he should have beat Pitbull, but he cruised in the last 3 rounds. I don't know. I don't know if it's the IQ or what, but something's off with him. Like,
it was definitely the IQ because
nigga, I don't think you ain't hit those bars, nigga. He should have beat Pitbull, but he cruised in the last rounds.
That was bars. That was crazy.
Like, you ain't appreciating what you said, nigga. Like, hold on, like this nigga had bars.
That's a bar. That's a bar.
Yeah,
he should have beat Pitbull, but he cruised in the last rounds. Man down. Gang, like Pilot. Let's go.
But because he felt like a fool. Because I mean, if there was a draw that Roach could have lost, it was the Cruz fight. Like I thought he beat Tank, but that Cruz fight was a toss up.
But wouldn't you learn your lesson from the Tank fight? You wouldn't go and do the same exact thing with another big name of the division because it's like when you having draws against guys who got options, and Tank and Pitbull always have options.
And they're PBC's run back. And they were PBC's. I mean, those are 2 of PBC's biggest names, not named Benavides. So they weren't gonna take an L on.
Thank you. So like thinking like, if you're Pitbull, you're like, well, I can fight anybody else but you. And Tank could just do what the fuck he wants. Like,
but the Pat's point, like I think. Like 6 to 10, like it looked like for a second he was in quote unquote cruise control. I mean he was winning the fight, but the championship rounds, Pitbull kind of stole those away with just like the bullshit shoe shotting that works for the hometown, for the A sides, that Manny Pacquiao, Ray Leonard just shoe shotting to steal rounds.
And the crazy part is you can't even say Pacquiao like that because he done been robbed enough where he don't get
Pacquiao been robbed.
Yeah, like he's one of the main. I think he's the most robbed elite fighter I could remember.
Yeah, that's true.
But this I know P and myself are saying the Zepeda by KO. You guys saying anything else?
I
LB?
got Zepeda on points for me. Oh, you got Roach by KO or what?
I got Roach
By decision?
by KO.
Oh
Oh,
wow.
I'm gonna
hey,
tell
okay.
you why. Look. Zepeda, like I think Zepeda finally kind of hit the end of the road. Like he had those Tevin Farmer fights, which were hard fights.
Shakur.
He's had like action-packed fights before that was already putting tread on the tire. He comes and has this war with Shakur Stevenson where he loses a clear 116, 112 type of fight. Like he kind of redeemed himself with the effort. Does he really have any much more left to give?
And he's kind of a big. I mean, I don't know. Maybe he should be going to 140 soon. So I don't know. I mean, that could play a role too. Maybe he's a little.
That's true too. Like, I don't know if like he can just go to the well anymore. Like, and I think Lamont Peterson, if he didn't learn the lesson after the Tank fight, he's definitely had to.
You mean
Lamont Peterson? I'm sorry,
Lamont Roach.
Lamont Roach. My apologies. Lamont Roach. If Lamont Roach ain't learned his lesson from the Tank fight, maybe he's had to learn it from the Pitbull fight. So I think he's just gonna attack or be more explosive on Zepeda.
He has to. He has to go for
I think he might end up beating up Zepeda. Like Zepeda's like, I don't think Zepeda could like have that effort like that. Like he's kind of worn. Like I think the Shakur fight was just one of those. I gotta look good in this fight. I gotta give it a good effort because that's how this fight was billed as. And it's like I have to, like, he had to dig deep, and he did a good job as far as his part, and then Shakur did his thing, but I don't know. Like, Shakur still put hands on this nigga. Like, I don't know if he just got it anymore. If Lamont Peterson doesn't win by KO, he definitely Lamont Roach. God damn. See, Lamont Roach, you ain't done enough shit yet, nigga. If I remember your name, if you was getting more like wins instead of draws, nigga. But nah, my bad. I don't mean to be fucking up this nigga name, but Lamont Roach, like, I think he's just gonna if he just be more explosive, and if Roach just really just work on pushing Zepeda back, he wins the fight. I'm hoping for a KO because I feel like he should have a chip on his shoulder. He should know that, look, bro, you fighting all these damn names, nigga. You ain't gonna be getting these benefits of the doubt. You gotta really put belt to ass. And if he don't do that, he might really have the reward like grandfathered in for him. Like, it used to be the Jesse Vargas award at the end of the year. Now it's the Lamont Roach award. But it really might be like grandfathered in if he gets another draw.
Yeah, because he hasn't won a fight in 2 years, so it's like,
and it's crazy because he's a household. In terms of boxing, he's one of the more bigger American names. Shout out Tank, I guess.
By proxy, yeah, because Tank fans.
Because he just had a big year. We don't know if he's a bigger American name. He just had a big year. And he capitalized on it with all those damn press victory draw tours. Like, now's the time to see if he still has that fire. He still command the attention. He's still a name of the division. Like, now's the time to show and prove that shit. But yeah, Roach by KO.
What round?
What was the odds for Roach by KO again? Like, I might have to put some on that. Like, is that some crazy shit?
Roach by KO is plus 470.
Yeah, I might have to, see what's good with that. But yeah. Who's the favorite again? Because I'm sorry, I was so tired. I was going in and out when you was doing the odds.
Roach is the favorite.
Damn, and all y'all picking Zepeda?
Yeah.
Damn, usually y'all not some underdamn dog niggas.
Nigga,
I'm surprised I'm the only one picking Roach.
Shit, Zepeda is KO is a plus 360, so I'm absolutely going. I'm gonna go with that. Shit.
Damn, Roach, you better KO this dude.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, if it ends in the KO, I'll be somewhat. But then, like I said, Roach is the guy that got beat up by Jamel Herring, so it's which is his only loss. So it's so it's
Wow.
it's not like it's not a thing that for Roach. I mean, it's not out of the order that Roach could probably lose by KO. It's just like I said. But this time it will be for sure to see if Roach can handle someone who's a big puncher and a volume puncher too. He dealt with Cruz, who's his size but is a bigger puncher. But or actually might be a little bigger to be honest. But yeah, now just see someone who's a straight up volume puncher. But then in the co-main you got Raymond Murataya fighting Robson Conceição. I don't know. Again, TR is done right by Conceição. They got him a belt when he needed it. He gets these title shots because he must be blackmailing somebody.
Yeah. That they're trying to tap into that Brazil market or some shit. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least Muratai's coming off the. I wouldn't say it's a fight of the year candidate, but it was a damn good fight with Andy Cruz. So it's get him. I mean, if anything, it will be a good. I do think it's gonna be a good fight, but hopefully Murattai is actually up for the fight, so there's no fuckery and be like, okay, because Murattai is almost getting ready to go to 140 anyways. So
he need to be at 140, big ass motherfucker.
Yeah. He'll stop Conceição though. I think he'll stop Conceição, to be honest. I think
Conceição's tough though, because I don't think he's been stopped yet. Though.
Yeah, he started at 130, right? Originally, or he started at 126 and 130, right? So,
yeah. So I think Murattai will win by decision too. I think it will be a really good scrap. If Murattai wins by KO, though, I'll be slightly surprised. Because right now Murattai is a big favorite. He's minus 1250 and Conceição is plus 630. They don't have the other props yet for that yet for KOs or anything like that. But yeah, Murattai is expected to win clear. And then we get the return of Charles Conwell, who Zaya should be sending that dude Christmas cards because if Conwell didn't lose to old boy, then he would be fighting him, and Conwell would have probably beaten the shit out of him. so Zayas needs to make sure every Christmas he sends him a Christmas card and be like, "Hey man, thanks for letting me become champion, man. You're a real pal," type of message on there.
but the guy he's fighting is Paul Crow, who's been around forever, and he's an annoying fighter because he got a couple gifts back in the show box, but for some reason he's still hanging around. He's still got a 0. So I do find that fight a little intriguing with Conwell and Paul Crow.
Yeah, Paul Crow. I just don't like that he uses the Punisher nickname too. I need him to calm all that shit down. You're not no damn.
Yeah. Then also isn't there Alexis Roca back, right?
No, he's not on this card.
What? That was fighting fucking Curio. I'm sorry, Curio's fighting. Yeah, Curio. That's what I meant. Curio.
Yeah, but he's not fighting Rogue. He's fighting Quinton Randall.
He's fighting Quinton Randall, which is kind of I mean,
yeah.
And that's all Bud said he's going to be out on TNT. So I assume it'll be the same song and dance with Bradley Porter and Bud, I guess.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. So this is at least a good TV card. I like I said, this is the second TNT and the Zone show. So yeah, it should be a really good one. I'm looking forward to it. The first one was kind of was cool, but this one hopefully should be some real fireworks for sure.
And I hope top heavy for the main event. This one it seemed like it's more balanced. Like you'll get more, like the Zuffa card, you'll get more good scraps just throughout the card.
Exactly. And I would be because I'm pretty sure like Golden Boy had a hand in the matchmaking, so I wouldn't even be surprised. Which they did. Yep. Yeah, Golden Boy's one of the matchmakers. So yeah. So
we're gonna see coked out Oscar with his interviews, the Golden Boy, and you always see Oscar having a long ass interview before the main event, like shit or something.
Yeah. Yeah, so definitely looking forward to that. It should be a good time, and I know it's getting late too, but I guess we'll probably have to put off the Shy season review probably for next week because there's not really any fights next week other than the recap. So that'll probably be a perfect time to really go into the Shy. Well, I will say this though, it wrapped up the season nicely.
That shit was trash, bro. No, they didn't. That shit was. Don't even speak on that. Don't get me started, nigga.
Next week we're gonna go into that though. We'll have our opinions on that one, But yeah, man.
Raising Kanan was good though.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was some good shit.
Sometimes you just got to do nothing.
Yeah, they have 2 or 1 more shows left for Raising Kanan.
2, I think.
I think 2. I think it's 8 and 9 or 9 and 10 or something.
Yeah, I think it's 9 and 10. Yeah, but so we'll definitely have a serious recap on that too. Probably the week after, but a couple weeks after though. But yeah, man, we gotta get up out of here, man. It's like I said, man. Good talking boxing with the fellas, of course, as always, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Till next week. Probably start next week. Though we'll probably get into our music episodes and stuff like that, and because we'll have stuff brewing for that for sure. It's been a busy summer for a lot of us, so we're good to get back to our music steez, because there's some music opinions that need to be said. But yeah, so for myself, Pat Scorpio, New England representative, for LB Shuttleworth, the God, the Go artist, for King People, Nigga Band, for Conscious Pilot, and this has been another wonderful episode of Real Talk, where as always, the shit's real, you talk about it. So until next time, peace. I saw the albums. I was like,